to the ScamSlam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Always use gas station rewards.
I got something.
Oh, hey. I don't think these machines take cash. Fuck it. I'll just save the cash for later and just use the card.
No, the dark blue one, right above you actually. The one right above. Yep.
Nope, that's not my PIN number.
The 5 please. Yep, these are perfect.
I love how the song When It Rains It Pours just happens to be fucking on. Oh, I almost forgot to miss food. I almost forgot the spoons. I'm feeling better, thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. I'll definitely say that. I actually got some decent sleep for once. Thank you, John. I'm looking back at the comments because I know I missed a bunch while I was doing that. I thought they were yelling at me at first. I went into a live. Oh, okay, so that's where I left off. What did who ride? We have a dollar store just nowhere near me. I don't know if he is or not, to be honest. I know he's been drinking. I'm on 301 right now. Yeah, his profile picture is a picture of his Jack Russell. Dad? No, he doesn't. I don't know if it's 301 and MLK. I don't know that much. I know I'm on 301, but I don't know about the MLK part. Yes. Everybody already knows where I'm at because I haven't left the vicinity. Like, that's just a dead given. No. No, we didn't walk here. I mean, I walked to the racetrack, but... Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit better today. More or less... Oh, shit, that dude's from downtown. Yeah, I feel a little bit better today. Mainly just because I got sleep for once. Other than that... Yeah, Hard Rock is where I gotta catch the bus at. I'm sorry. I know I worried a lot of people. But it was just... Things never should have been this way. And I'm a firm believer of even if things are bad, to still try to give somebody a chance because people can't change overnight. I gave him 6 months and he still didn't. He kept giving me promise after promise after promise. He would be good for a while and then he would drink or fucking something and something would set him off and he'd just be right back to the way he was before. What I really need, because my mom and then my dad, my grandfather, but my dad, they do not want me at all going in the back of this forest to try to get none of that food that is back there, which there's $70 worth of food, a lot of it of which I eat. And all of my clothes and whatever else is back there. Like, there's a lot of supplies back there that I could use. But they don't want me going back there because my mom had some kind of vision of Dad coming back there and finding me, knowing that I might go back there at some point to get that shit, and choking me till I'm gone. So, they don't want me going back there at all. I have a video recorded on my phone of how to get back there, but I don't know if that's good enough for me to give somebody to find their way to that spot. Because I rather somebody who is a lot bigger than me and Dad to be the one to go back there and find everything. Not just because of safety reasons, but also because I know you'll be capable of carrying all that shit back in one trip. Especially if you pack it correctly. Yeah, my mom went live after I got off. I didn't go in there, so I don't know what all was being said or what was going on. She is. She has her moments, but she is. Me and her butt heads a lot over a lot of things, and it's mainly due to the trauma that I have with her. Because I struggle to let go of things. I really do. Man, I could have gone, and now I can't go. Okay. Well, even if I do stay alive and go, there's still that risk of he might be back there. And with how deep in the woods this is, if a cop tried to come and find me, even if you guys called, they wouldn't make it in time. Like, the night that we came back in that Uber, we ended up having to sleep in a different spot because it was too dark for us to actually find where our spot was. So we had to sleep with no blankets or nothing. We pulled one of the random ass fucking mattresses that was sitting on the side of the dumpster into the woods and just slept on that. Oh, trust me, I checked it. There was nothing there. I made sure to check. But you gotta think, when you're homeless, you have to use what you gotta use. We have sleeping mats that we usually sleep on and an air mattress. So, you gotta think, you don't really want to sleep on the fucking dirt and sticks. So you gotta find something you can lay on, even if it's cardboard. Yeah, we tried to find our spot while it was dark and could not find it because we couldn't see, and the flashlights that we had weren't good enough. Do I really? I was never able to be away from him. Like, I never got no fucking chance to be alone or nothing. And I'm a fucking introvert. I like to be by myself sometimes, and he would not let me fucking be by myself at all. I wasn't allowed to be upset. I wasn't allowed to fucking go cope the way I wanted to cope. Like how he says all of us Shrivers put our fucking head in the dirt and shut down. That's just what I do. Whenever something happens, I panic at first. Because I don't know how to handle the situation, and I shut down like I do. But whenever I do shut down, I'm still thinking about how I can do something to fix the situation or whatever the case may be. And eventually I end up figuring it out, and I do what I need to do, but I always panic first. And he didn't like that. I mean, to some degree, it really feels like it is. Because now I don't got to worry about him anymore. Next time he texts me and I'm able to actually text him back and I know he's going to see it, I'm going to flat out tell him, like, look, I gave you a chance for 6 fucking months for you to fucking change, and you didn't do what you needed to get better. So, he needs to take his fucking ass to South Carolina, do that fucking 6 months, get some fucking help, like mental help, and get his fucking shit together. And maybe then after he does that fucking 6 months, then maybe, if he fucking proves himself away from me, Because no matter what, I'm always going to want my dad in my life, but I'm not going to have him in my life like he was. No, I'm not. He's got to fucking figure his shit out and get some fucking help. Figure his shit out and get some fucking help. Figure his shit out and get some fucking help. Figure his shit out and get some fucking help. Go deal with your fucking warrant, get some fucking help, and do shit with himself. Because I've been doing nothing but fucking taking care of his ass and trying to keep him out of trouble because of how fucking short-tempered he is. I can't see the screen very well, so I can't really see none of the comments. Hold on. It's so fucking hot out here. I'm sweating like a bitch. I feel like I already need another shower. I think it's... Fuck, which one is it? 1, 2. It's the second staircase. I know people can change. I just happen to just very slightly see something about a comment. I barely saw a comment saying something about change. The way that I think is that he has the ability to change, but he'll only change if he wants to. And right now, he don't want to. You're saying I need to be selfish. He kept telling me I was being selfish over a lot of things, and I'm like, how the fuck am I being selfish? Shit, what did I do with this fucking key card? I know I grabbed it. There it is. I didn't realize I slept in here last night with no fucking AC on. It must have been cold last night. Which one did I open this one? This out. And these two can go in the fridge. Alright, hold on. Okay, let me go back and look at some of these comments because I know I missed a lot. Okay. No, Dad does not have my meds. I have all of my medication. That is one thing. That backpack, this one, this is the one that I was saying that I wrapped around his fucking neck to get off me. That has my medicine in it. After I did that to him, he took it off and threw it and said, "Fuck your medicine." I do deserve a non-miserable life. My whole life has been nothing but fucking miserable, to be honest. Whenever I get off of here, Mary. I'll read it. I don't know how to read messages while I'm on live. I think Mom has two. Yeah, that's how I have to be with him. He needs to go to fucking South Carolina and do this 6 months and get some help. And then when he comes back, he can be there, but he can be there at a distance until he proves to me that he's not going to be that he's not the same anymore. Fuck the. Where was that? Somebody said something about. Hold on. 28 years didn't change him. I don't know. 6 months might not change him, but after all of this going on and him, like, he, based on the messages and everything that I've been getting since he calmed down, he realizes how much he's fucked up. Like, I can hear it in his voice. I can tell he's scared to be out there without me. And he's worried about me because he doesn't know if I'm in where I'm at. He doesn't know if I'm in the woods or not. So I'm hoping with all of this now, and he realizes just what's at stake, that the 6 months will change him and he'll actually do what he needs to do to get some fucking help. Thank you to whoever sent that. I don't know what that was, the balloons thing, but that was actually pretty cool looking. I know he's not my responsibility. I know I don't owe him anything. It's just, really, he owes me at the end of the day. I got a new shirt, but I didn't get new shorts. They just straight up didn't get me any shorts. I ordered a pair of shorts, but they didn't give me any. Fuck, somebody made a comment about something about him hovering over me, but I didn't see the rest of it. Now I can't find it. The kids are what I've been trying to focus on, but as y'all can tell, he's been focused on nothing but this fucking drama bullshit with these awareness pages, especially with fucking Karma. Like, I want to leave this shit alone and fucking move on from it. She's done blocked us already, so why the fuck are you still instigating it? Yes, I have all of my meds. It's not that. So people are saying something about the all caps thing. The all caps isn't being rude. It's just sometimes when people type in all caps, you think they're yelling, because that's what I do. I type in all caps when I'm yelling. I woke up to a few different messages from him. That's why I know that he's supposed to be at the church right now. And he's supposed to be going to Tampa General at like 1 o'clock because of what I did to his arm. I have the room tonight. I got to check out tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to be going to just stay in the hospital with my mom. I'm like 31 comments behind, guys. I'm sorry. I changed it either last night or this morning. Oh, Lord. I get to the bottom of the comment list, and then when I get to the bottom, it just jumps and fills in all the ones that I didn't see yet. As much as I'd like to stay in the hotel for another night, I don't want to keep paying for this place because it's expensive, especially knowing now that I can just go sit in the hospital room with my mom because I guess they have a pull-out bed in that room. The only thing that I'm worried about is being not, like, Polk County. That's how I think, to a degree. I think he might be trying to make me feel guilty, but I'm not 100% sure. Because it's mainly just been him asking where I'm at to come down there, saying that he's worried because he knows what could happen to me if I'm out by myself. You can't see the knot right there, but there's a knot right there, and that shit hurts. Good morning, Miranda. Yeah, Mom already asked them. I woke up to a text message from her this morning saying that I was able to stay with her because she already asked them and explained the situation. I was waiting for it to pop up. It wouldn't pop up.
Where you from, my boy?
I don't know how to do that.
You gotta just click. You gotta just click the accept.
Originally from Cleveland.
You gotta
Are you
accept
here
the
for what I got going on?
What you going on? I'm talking about a battle. I don't know what you got going on. What you got going on?
Yeah, I'm not.
You say you're not what? I don't even know who he is, and he talking about got going.
Yeah, bro. I thought that was somebody that was here for an actual reason. This is why I don't let nobody up in my box. That right there is why I don't let nobody up in my box. I was already in Mercy House. That's the thing. I got kicked out of Mercy House because I didn't have the kids anymore because they went to Katie's. And I was already being targeted there and talked to a bunch of times for being too aggressive when it's really just the women complaining about me because I'm a man in a women's facility. So yeah, I got kicked out of there for missing my fucking curfew. He didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't know who he was, and it was clear to me that he wasn't here for the situation of what I had going on. If he had came up in the box and said something like, "Hey, I know you're going through a lot. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. Do you want to do a battle?" That would have been different. But he clearly hasn't been in here for what I've had going on. He was just some random person that popped in and wanted to be up on my live because I've got 270 people in here. I know battles help me make money, but I'd rather somebody who actually is genuine about me and concerned about me and knows who I am do it with me than a troll. I've never done the battle thing before. It's just right now is not the time unless you... It wasn't the right time for somebody random to be popping in and trying to do that. I don't know how to set it up. So if somebody that actually, like someone that knows what's going on, whose name I recognize, wants to pop up and do that with me, that'd be cool. Oh, TikTok takes a percentage of the battle. I don't believe everybody's a troll, but it was clear whoever that was just a random person. Hi, Diva Queen. That probably is what it was. It was some kind of trauma bond relationship. However those end up starting, I don't have any idea how those start. Can you turn it off? It says you're available. Anyone on same level can request you automatic starting. I don't have any idea how those start. Can you turn it off? It says you're available. Anyone on same level can request you automatically. I mean, they can request me, but I have the capability to accept or deny it. I've had a couple of people within the last couple of days come up in my box to be able to say some things to me, and I've let them up to do that. That's what I thought that was. I didn't know that was just somebody trying to battle me and didn't know the situation at hand of what was going on. Hi, Bella. Oh, it does? I didn't know that. Yes, I did sleep well, and I'm okay for the most part. Are you talking about the fucking fuck, what do you call it? It's right across the street from Save-A-Lot. It used to be called the Regal's Inn or some shit like that. They changed the name of it because somebody else bought it. It's literally right across the street from Save-A-Lot on Memorial. Yeah, I don't know all the hotels around there and what they cost, but you tell me anywhere around fucking Lakeland, especially the Cumbie and 92 area, oh, I know that stomping ground. That's my fucking stomping grounds. I grew up a Cumbie critter. It is that one? That's what I thought. My friend River used to stay in there, and whenever I was in high school, for like 3 years, this was a daily thing that we did. First, he would walk in all the way from the hotel and pick me up from school, and we would walk to the library, and then after a while, instead of going to the library, we just went straight back to the hotel at his house and hung out there until my dad or Pam would come pick me up when they got off work. Because that way then they wouldn't have to pay for any kind of like after school program for me to be in or anything. I just hung out with my best friend. Yeah, I know that place is like one of the cheapest places around here. I haven't been there in a few years because the last time I had dogs and we got kicked out because of my dogs. I wasn't supposed to have them there. Too time consuming for him right now is much. Yeah. I'm missing a lot of comments. Make sure it doesn't go to he major. Wherever I'm going, he's not going. I kind of know where he is right now. He should be at that Catholic church downtown right now. Like, that's exactly where he should be right now. Do you go into awareness? I don't. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I thought you were asking me that question. I've actively been avoiding like all of the videos and shit that have been made about me over the last month. I haven't watched any of them. Because I already know that if I do watch them, they're just gonna upset me. So I actively always try to avoid things that I know is gonna make me mad or set me off because I already know how I am. So I'm gonna avoid the stuff that causes me to be that way. The church doesn't really do anything for him per se. That's the church that we panhandled at. Like the church that we went to with the kids and that we were at when we were trying to get Karma to come and meet us. That's where he is right now. Is that the fucking dildo that I think it is? Hold up. Where did that fucking comment come from? Where is that name? Because if that's who I think it is, I want them out of here. Fucking telling me to off myself. I still have that screenshot. Dildo, you're saying some shit about him hurting me, but I have a screenshot of you telling me to go kill myself. From you. So why are you in here trying to cover your ass and talk like you care now? Honestly. Yes, Dad did abuse me. He's been abusing me for months. Yes, the profile picture is a deer. I have a screenshot of that person telling me to off myself. And now he's in here acting like he fucking cares? No, you can get the fuck off my shit. If any of my mods see him again, fucking block him. The awareness pages didn't start because of my dad. The awareness pages started because of Katie and her going and running to one of them, which I think the first one she went to was fucking Coral, and manipulating them. That's where it started. And then they just took it and fucking ran with it. And then Amber got up there and made everything worse. I'm so behind on these comments. Why do you need to know? I think a lot of people didn't like you at first because of your dad, and now some people are changing. Still, though, it's like, I'm okay with the people switching their perspective just because of my dad being in the situation or not. But if you're going to sit here and try to act like you care after you told me to go off myself and I have a screenshot proof of it, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to deal with nobody that's told me to go do some shit like that. Because, first of all, why would you even do that? If something actually happened to me, you know you could be responsible for it, and you can go to jail for it. And I'm the type of person where I'm not gonna fucking call the cops and send somebody to jail because I know what it's like to be in there. Yeah, it fucking, everything was basically just a snowball effect. It wasn't just him that did it either. I was getting a lot of messages from people on that side telling me to do some shit like that. Should I be treating Dad in the same manner? Yeah, I agree to that 100%. But you have a lot different outlook on strangers than you do personal family that you want around. They aren't there living your life. Stop giving them power by oh. I know, when I saw that name, that kind of set me off a little bit. Because I'm like, why the fuck are you even in here? Ow, my fucking nose still hurts, man. Do my does anything right here look swollen at all? I know people are doing it like to trigger sense or negativity, but still. I would like to think that at one point everybody's been at the bottom and have struggled, but there's some people out there that really don't know what struggle is. Like, for instance, Amber and fucking Melissa. They don't know what struggle is. They've been rich their whole lives, and they throw their money around like there's no tomorrow. And I hope one day that they get what they deserve and they fucking lose everything and end up right in the position that I'm in so they can learn what life's really about. I know a lot of you guys found me because of them. That's not the issue. I don't wish it on the people that don't deserve it, but I do wish it on the people that do deserve it for the sake of learning and understanding. See, like Ken. Ken's one of the people that don't understand struggle to the degree that we do, and they don't deserve it because they're a good person. But the people like Amber and Melissa do deserve it because they need to learn and understand what it's like so that they don't act the way that they've been acting. I believe that because my grandpa or my dad, if I say dad now, I'm just going to be referring to my grandfather because fuck the other one. Dad texted me, or not texted me, he called me. I was on the phone with him at one point. He said something about, because Mitchell popped up on here and pointed it out that he was the first person to start all this awareness page bullshit, which I wasn't really too sure of because Coral was the first one to ever post a video. But my dad was telling me that Mitchell wanted to help me and the girls, but he didn't want to help my real dad. So I can understand where a lot of people are coming from, where they wanted to help me and they wanted to help the kids, but they didn't want to help him. I appreciate it. That dude just never showed up and he kept giving me excuses. I know, that's what I'm trying to do, is to just think about them, because they're... Ow! I wish I had a fucking desk in here. I'm stuck sitting at a damn dresser. I just hit my knee on one of the handles. Yes, I'm not out in the elements, and I'm very thankful to everybody on here that helped me get this room for a couple days, because I was very terrified to be out in the woods. Because I didn't know if he'd come back. I didn't know if he'd come looking for me, especially once he started blowing my phone up like he was. I don't even know how he made it downtown, because I'm like, you don't even know the fucking bus routes, bro. You made me go with you everywhere because you didn't know how the fucking buses ran. Like, you don't know how to open your mouth and ask somebody what bus to fucking get on. What does that say? Logan said because he got nasty messages. I messaged him. I hope he reads it. Yeah, he came at me after y'all went into the live that he was in and harassed him about not coming. And then he texted me and made up some kind of excuse. And then I texted him back probably a couple hours later and confronted him, and he still came up with some kind of excuse. No, he doesn't have a phone. He's been using other people's phones. Like, this morning, there's this dude that comes up to the church at like 6 a.m. every morning, and he gives out coffee to everybody on Sundays. I don't know what. And he used that guy's phone this morning. I ended up texting that number back, responding to Dad without thinking that he didn't have access to it anymore. So the guy texted me back and said to me that he wasn't there or whatever. He said something about, I hope you work things out. So I texted dude back and I told him flat out, it's like, things would work out if he'd stop putting his hands on me. All them bruises and blacked out eyes and fucking shit that y'all saw me with when I'd come up to the church. Because this is what would happen. I wouldn't just have to walk around town looking like this. I would have to go to the church and Panhandle looking like this. And I'd have to have these church people ask me what happened. And I couldn't sit there and tell them, oh, my dad sat and fucking beat me because he was mad. What did that dude expect? Everyone was going to be pissed that he said he was... Yeah, that's the second time we've had somebody do that to us. And now I've got somebody else too. I still need to call them. She's offering me a place to stay, apparently. But like I said, I don't know who to trust and who I can't trust. Yes, he's the one that broke my rib. I was we had gotten into an argument, and I was trying to lay down and ignore him and let him just fucking talk his bullshit like he does. And then out of nowhere, he turns around, like he just fucking swings on me and hits me in my back twice. With this on, mind you. You see how fucking big and thick this is? He hit me in the back with that twice. It's no fucking wonder he broke my rib. Do you know how hard it was to get this off his fucking hand? I have a knot right here on the side of my head because he hit me with this. He hit me right here with this. No, the verbal shit started in November. Or really, like, I want to say December. I don't know. The very first night he got drunk is when he started talking to me the way that he does. And I was so confused by it because I'm like, why are you... I didn't understand why he was talking to me the way that he was. He never got physical or nothing. It's just like, the way that I seen it at the time is he was so drunk that he didn't see me anymore. He saw my mom. And he hates my mom. And he also really fucking hates his mom. No, he never hit the girls. He's never done nothing to the girls, never got physical with them, never got irate with them. Like, he was really good with them. Is there a little bit of times where you could tell he was getting frustrated with them like I do? Yeah, that's mainly because Lilith is overwhelming. He was terrified of them falling off of something, like you see that right there. So in the other room, that would be between the two beds, and Lilith liked not only to get up and jump on the bed, but she wanted to stand up on that dresser nightstand thing and fucking try to jump from it to one bed and try to jump from the other. And instead of jumping like right from the corner to the corner, she would be right here and she would try to jump like over here. So you can imagine how dangerous that is. That's why she was in the pack and play a lot. She was in there for her own safety. If somebody has a recording of him doing that, he yelled at you, I don't give a shit about them, the baby. Somebody needs to send me a recording if they have it of that. Megan, if you have the live that was from, send it to me, like a clip of it. Because I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. I don't have any idea what you're referring to when it comes to that. I don't remember him saying that. But I do block out and ignore a lot of things he says when he gets mad because I know it's nothing but a bunch of bullshit that he's talking. Yeah, see, I don't remember that happening either. So if somebody has that on video, please send it to me because I don't remember that happening. Apparently there's a video where dad says something about saying that he doesn't care about the kids. And I personally don't remember this. So dad, on his side of the family, our family has a very long line of alcoholics and addiction problems. I don't like drinking at all. I don't like the taste of it, none of that. So I'm the lucky one in the bloodline that didn't end up getting the drinking genes, but I got the other one. So do I have a problem with addiction? Yes. But drinking? No. But the way that he was is that his tolerance level builds fast. So he can drink, at this point now, he's at the point where he could drink probably 2 or 3 pints of Fireball and still not really be drunk. That's how I get with Rugs. My mom's been smoking for, was he starting? Yeah, it was getting to the point where he was starting to drink every day. It started off with just like a beer or two, and then he would go to liquor, and it would be a bigger bottle of liquor, and it would just get bad. Now, when he drinks beer, he's usually okay, but the second he starts mixing in that fucking liquor is when there's a problem. Yeah, he gets bad when he drinks liquor. A lot of time, I've never lied. I've been, other than the thing about my rib, I've never once lied to you guys. I've been nothing but transparent and honest this whole time. The whole thing with my rib is the only thing that I've ever lied about. Now, Dad, I can't tell you what he has and hasn't lied about. He hates women because of his mom. Because of everything his mom did to him, that's why he hates women. Would he be with anybody but a woman? No. But he fucking hates women at the end of the day. He really does. Oh, you said men like him are unhealed little boys. Okay. I might have took the question the wrong way, but yeah. He does. He needs very fucking he needs therapy, he needs fucking psychiatry, he needs if anybody needs fucking medication, it's more than likely him. Like, I've done pretty well off my meds, in my opinion. Meanwhile, do you want to come up here and go ahead and do this? Just, like, not even like an official thing, just to kind of get the questions out there that you already have. Because I feel like we'd have a better chance of doing this on my platform than on yours. Especially since I've already got everybody in here. All right. I invited you up. I don't know if you've seen it. Careful what you say about Dad, because when you make up with him, people will hold everything. If I make up with him at all, it's gonna be fucking 6 or 7 months from now after he goes to South Carolina and does what the fuck he needs to do with this goddamn warrant.
Here. Hey, Hunter. Well, first I want to let's lighten the mood a little bit. I know you've had a rough couple days, and I haven't been watching because I was so pissed off that I don't want my camera on. I mean,
Connected to Wi-Fi.
so I mean, I can show you guys my outside.
Turn your camera off if you want.
Okay, I just don't feel like it. I just got a haircut and it looks kind of janky. Anyway, when I first saw you, Hunter, it was you and your dad. And I didn't see any harm in you and your dad trying to get established and asking for help and getting jobs and in the community and all of those great things. You were doing good. But when your daughters got added to the mix, I genuinely felt really worried for your daughter. Not because you're not a good parent and not because you can't like foresee what's going to happen, but you had your dad in your ear and he wasn't always giving you sound advice. And he was always in your face. And I think a lot of people saw that and it could have put them off.
I would try to pop in and say something, and he would just do this to me.
All the time. All the time.
He would literally stick his hand in my face and push me away.
Yeah, but after I did the interview with, hey guys, after I did we didn't even get to do the interview because my chat was popping off and being so disrespectful. We didn't get to do shit. So Hunter and I had talked throughout the day. We knew what we wanted to accomplish. Hunter was open to resources. So anyway, yes, I'm still senior. I changed my name to Meanwhile, and I'm doing my awareness a different kind of way. My awareness is going to be about resources, helping people out. And if you still decide to be a dumbass and give people money, that's on you. It's not my money, it's yours. So, Hunter, what happened yesterday with your dad? I missed all of it. Hey, Arfus.
So, what started everything is we got into an argument on the way back, like because he decided to drink,
Why did
and
you
then
go to
we
Ocala?
got off the bus.
Ocala, why did you go
We
there?
ended up mainly because of all this shit going on with Karma. Dad has instigated this shit so much to the point that day that we were at the church, and we were trying to get her to come talk to us. When we made that video making it clear that we were leaving, nobody paid attention to that video in the context of that video. Everyone was watching it solely to figure out where we were at. That alone is cyber stalking. And then on top of that, when Karma got there and saw that we weren't at that spot anymore, I was in her live watching all of the comments people were making in her live. We had people chasing us and looking for us around town in cars.
No, I do not condone that at all. That's not what I do or what I practice. I know we were very, very worried about your daughters, but I took a little bit of comfort knowing that they had been to visit you a few times, they drug tested or whatever. But I think right now, you should focus on Hunter. What about getting into those parenting classes I talked to you about? No, Karma. It's a different Karma. He's talking about Karma, who's a streamer.
Yeah, no, Karma's profile is very obvious. Whoever that is not them.
Right. So, we had talked about some parenting classes. Hunter was game for it. He was interested in doing it.
Yeah, I want to do parenting classes. I want to do anger management classes. Like, these are things I've been saying that I need to get done for a long time now. It's just the problem is I'm not technologically savvy when it comes to trying to find resources on government websites. That's why I try to have people that know send them to me. Or I get papers with the resources on them. Like anything that's a link wise or the name of something that somebody has sent to me, I've copied it and pasted it in my notes.
Yeah, you and I had
I'm
talked.
just ADHD scatterbrain, so a lot of times I forget to go do things.
And I'm not going to give you resources that you can't use. Like, I'm not going to send you to a sober living place if you're not actively fighting those demons. So DHS can show, yeah, they can show him, but everybody is like overworked. So I think that it's important that since Hunter has so many people in here that care about his well-being, that we start encouraging him to tap into those resources.
Yeah, like I have a lot of people that send me resources, and some of them are sending me the same stuff, and I always let know it's like I have that already, or I've been doing that. Like I let y'all know if it's something I've already got.
Yeah, I'm breathing. What's that? Yeah, I've never been on the bad side. Senior is done with being in the clique. Senior is just doing what makes Senior happy, and that's helping other people. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm not going to be chastised or answer anybody's rules or any of that. So Hunter, are you going to stay in Ocala?
No, we ended up coming back from Ocala. We're back in Tampa because of the fact that the thing is my grandfather gave me the green light, and I bought the ticket like a week ahead of time to be able to go to Ocala because he was going to be going there, and he was going to be like my main source of transportation to be able to help me get set up. I was going to try to transfer everything over there and set up my doctor stuff there and everything, because when you really think about it, Ocala is like the homeless capital of Florida. Okay. But I think a lot of that has to mainly do with the fact that the woods are around there and you can camp out there for free. I don't think there's actually as many resources out there in Ocala than we thought, but we also never was able to make it to the downtown area there to really find out and know.
Okay. I'm not familiar with Ocala. The people I know that were there, they said it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's like, at least here in Tampa, I know where all of the resources are. My medical is set up here. DCF shit is already here. The foster family that I have lined up for the kids is here. And then mom's in Winter Haven, so she's one county over.
Oh, okay. Is your mom sober?
Yes. My mom is in the hospital right now, though, with a spinal infection. I'm staying in this room tonight, and she has already got it set up for me that when I leave this hotel, I'm going to go to the hospital with her, and I'm just going to stay in that room with her as like a visitor for the next 3 weeks.
Okay. I don't want to overwhelm you with this, but do not, don't just take the next 3 weeks and not be in contact with your worker and not be in contact with your children. Try to get a hold of them every day.
No, I'm still gonna be doing that. Like I have visitations set up. I'm supposed to be seeing my case manager for them on Monday, so tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing everything that I need to do in regards to like the kids. It's just no one's really been able to see that because dad constantly wants the fucking camera focused on him and his dumb shit.
Yeah, yeah. And Chris tried to tell you, but Dad just freaked out about it. But Chris was a real friend. I don't know if he's reached back out to you. I sent him a message, but I'm like,
He hasn't reached back out to me yet. I haven't reached back out to him at all. I think I actually still have his number blocked on my phone, but he's not blocked on TikTok.
Okay, so they're asking for a recap of what happened with Dad yesterday.
So what started the whole fight was he was drinking and he was stumbling. And before we had went downtown, he had hid something and couldn't remember where he hid it at. I knew where he hid it at, but he wouldn't listen to me about where he had hid this thing at. So he kept arguing with me about it, and it just turned into what it turned into. That's how it always happens. It's something small, and because he doesn't want to listen and thinks he fucking knows everything, it turns into something big, and then he starts fucking hitting me or whatever the case may be.
That's not good for your daughters to be around. You have to prioritize.
And it never happened while they were around. I will give him that.
I know.
It never happened while he was around, or while they were around.
Especially if he's not stable, and he might need to be put on medication. He spent a lot of years incarcerated. You know that he did a lot of time.
Like I personally don't like medications because I know them. I know my problems with meds and how I used to be when it comes to pills in the past. So I actively try not to take them, and I don't like having to sit there and take 15 pills a fucking day if I don't have to. But yeah, I believe for anybody who is able to take medication and it actually helps them, then please do take medication.
Yeah.
If he needs to be on it and it's going to help him at the end of the day, then he needs to take it. I just know that what I was taking doesn't help me. And I've tried a lot of different kinds and none of them seem to help.
What about your meds that he's holding for you? Did he give you those yesterday?
Yeah, anytime that like he was very good about managing my meds, I will give him that. If I felt like I really, really needed it, or he could tell that like I needed it, he would give me one. But he also was able to tell in situations where I wanted to take it just to fucking do like I used to do.
Okay.
And he wouldn't give it to me if that was the case.
So it seems like you're safe now. You've had a rough night. And so what are you going to do tomorrow? You're going to meet with the case manager and see what they say.
Yeah,
The problem is, Hunter, is that you've told people on TikTok. So it might end up back to your case manager, whatever you've discussed on here. So, I mean, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest.
I'm not worried about what gets back to them and what doesn't. Actually, I feel like if this situation and everything does get back to them before I get the chance to tell them, I think that would be better. At least not be better if that happens, but it would look better on me to them because he's not in the picture anymore if he truly was the reason why they ended up taking them.
Okay.
Because what they got me on for why they took them just does not make sense to me at all. It really doesn't. Like DCF has let people keep their kids for worse reasons than me not having written permission to be off my antipsychotics.
Well, that should be an easy fix. So, but you have to just take initiative on your own and tell them this is the way you want to do it. You can taper off of antipsychotics if it's not medically necessary anymore, but just don't abruptly stop it.
No, I didn't abruptly stop them. I weaned myself off of everything over a month's time frame.
And TT is telling you too. You don't need to tell everybody. You got to keep some things off of TikTok. You know, even myself. That's why I don't show my face and things because people will take your shit straight to hell, and I don't understand it on here. It just,
Yeah.
whew.
But that's the thing is like what nobody's really understanding is like, yes, I was on antipsychotics and all the medication that I was on, but I got verbal permission that I was allowed to go off of them.
So whoever gave you the verbal permission, call the office and say, "Hey, this is Hunter Wright. I was at the office."
I already got
Did
it.
all that too,
It's
so
it's my psychiatrist. Because the thing is whoever gets written permission that they're allowed to go off their meds, their psych just takes them off the meds, puts them on a new one, or doesn't put them on anything at all. That's how it works. Nobody gets that shit in writing. So that's what I end up having to do because they didn't want to take his word for what he said. They wanted it in writing. So that's what I had to do.
oh, okay, gotcha. So they probably have a copy of it that you could provide if you wanted to.
Yeah, I already sent it to them. I'm hoping that my case manager, when she comes and talks to me tomorrow, that's something that she's gonna bring up. If not, I'm gonna bring it up because I think once I got that part, then I didn't have to have a safety monitor anymore. But I'm still not sure.
But I would write down your questions or put them in your notes so that when you meet with them, you're organized and you show them that you're stable. And it probably will help that you don't have dad like in your face and yelling in the background. He's a big distraction. He's a big distraction. Somebody said they got blocked. Okay, keep her blocked. Oh, I don't know.
Who got blocked? I'm confused.
Jules. Anyway, I just figured I'd come up and encourage you, and I can go ahead and send you the phone numbers and things.
Yeah, if you could do that, because I like to have everything written down. Like my mom's gonna hate me whenever I get there because I'm gonna have poster boards and shit up all over her room. Because if I don't have like a visual in my face type of thing letting me know what I need to do for that day or just in general, I forget about it.
Yeah, Angela, I've experienced that too, where I'm resistant to medication. So I've been through it. Hunter knows. Hunter has talked to me privately. He knows I'm not an asshole. He knows.
Yeah, no, that's the only reason why I'm willing to get up here with her and do this because I know she's not gonna be like the others were.
I'm not trying to make any money. I just want him to get some stability and be successful. And a lot of people
test meds with your DNA.
Oh, so weird.
I don't know. I didn't know what that was. I don't know how it works. But if that's something that I can have done, I would definitely like to do that.
Yeah, what they do is they swab your cheek, your inner cheek, and then they send it off to a lab, and it will tell you what medication you respond to. Because everybody's different.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
I don't even know if I'm allergic to any kind of medication or not. It's $300, and most state insurance don't cover it. I don't have state insurance that I know of. So Oscar might cover it. I still have to look into them and even see what all they do.
Ryan White would cover it, his stuff.
I don't know if Ryan White would cover it or not, but because I have Oscar now, they're gonna use that before they use Ryan White.
Okay. And they could get you in housing. I know I've known people to get in Ryan White housing quickly.
Well, the thing is with the Ryan White housing is that I was already on the housing voucher. I got an apartment. They whenever I first moved to Tampa is when I started that. They put me in a hotel under an emergency housing voucher for 6 months. And then they finally found us an apartment, and I was in that apartment for a year. I was supposed to have it for 2 years. But for some reason, the program that I was on, and it was the only one that this happened to out of the 3, the funding got cut. So they couldn't pay for the second year. And they told me basically just to figure it out.
Oh, wow.
And then that's when I ended up in Mercy House. And from Mercy House, I ended up on the streets. And now I'm here. Like, what month are we in? We're in June right now. This point in time right now is where my lease for my apartment would be ending if the funding didn't get cut off.
Oh, gosh, that's horrible. Yeah, the funding is going right down the drain. That's why it's good to try to find a good program that will meet your needs. And also, you're a single dad, you're trans, there might be like a special, unique housing program for you.
There might be, but at the moment, I don't know. I know I've been trying. Anytime I hear anybody say anything about housing, I automatically ask them, like, is there something that you can put me on for that?
There's one out here. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but we have tons of them. But it's
Yeah,
like
I'm already on the wait list, Marley. That's the basically whenever I showed you guys the lit. Where is it? 'Cause I still have it.
I know it's a huge problem. Rent here is crazy.
Is it
Something.
on the bed somewhere? Oh yeah, it is. Here it is. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. It's real small.
Oh, God.
But for Pinellas County, I'm number 436. For Pasco, I'm number 104. And for Hillsborough, I'm number 404, which ironically is fucking error code number.
Wow.
And I've been on the Section 8 wait list for at least 3 years.
I heard it takes forever. And ever. But I'll look up some stuff. I'll finish sending you some messages. Try to hang in there. Be positive. I know it's frustrating. I know it's very aggravating about with your dad, and you seem to be the stable one trying to rein him in and explain everything to him. But
You don't
sometimes,
understand how many times I had to stop him from doing some stupid shit so he wouldn't go to jail.
but sometimes our parents, like the thought of having a parent. I didn't grow up with a dad. Okay, my dad was on drugs. But my idea of what my dad is like fairy tale. Is like, I don't know why I envision him to be like this Eric from Little Mermaids. So, I mean, I understand you have like these ideas of your dad being wonderful and great, and then he comes out and he's kind of what you need, because you need him. But then he starts going off the rails. So I think you need to just put yourself first and your girls first. And I think you'd get much more support than you do if you bring dad back in and he kind of has chaos with him. So
He does. He's nothing but chaos at this point. Until he goes and gets his own fucking help and changes, it's never going to go anywhere with him.
I appreciate you letting me come up and chat with you, and we can always talk. My DMs are always open, but hang in there. You have some great moderators. I really like Miranda.
Okay, whenever I get off of here, I'll accept the message. My stuff is set to where I have to accept people's message requests before they're able to send me a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Somebody has a video that I asked for, and they can't send it to me right now because of it.
Stay positive. Stay positive. It's gonna be a good day.
Actually, you too, and thank you. Where did that comment go? I don't want dual camera on. I don't know how to turn that shit off. Whoever it is that's trying to send me the video, can you send another comment? There you are. Okay, I requested to follow you. If you follow me back, you should be able to send the messages with no issue. Yeah, he kept messaging me from other phones last night. He messaged me this morning from somebody's phone too. I'm expecting to hear from him again, more than likely. Mom, if you can request up, because for some reason it's not giving me the option. I think it only does the business thing when I'm on live, because I do remember turning something on to where people can send me messages while I go live, but I did that just as a feature. I don't know how any of it works still. I'm gonna leave camera off for right now. My chest is killing me. Like I have the worst air pocket stuck in my chest. I feel like I want to be King Kong and start pounding. But I have lunch sitting here too, so I'm gonna eat and listen to you right now. But I hate to tell y'all, and Hunter, forgive me for this. He's always been an ass. He's always been an ass. It's just how he is. He's got his good points, but when it comes to anything, it's more about him than anything else.
Hold on,
But
Fruit. I don't understand your question. And no, I haven't ate nothing yet this morning. I thought about getting something to eat this morning whenever I was at the gas station, but I just got drinks because I'm usually the type of person where I really just eat once a day. Why? Who said what?
you need to eat more, child.
When I don't know whenever I'm trying to like conserve what money I have, I try not to spend more than I feel like I need to.
Oh, and just in case y'all are curious, I always say child. I say that to all my kids. I'm not referencing Hunter as if he is a child. It's just something I say. In the end, they're my children.
Fruit, I need you to like re-clarify your question because I don't know what you're asking. Like, did you take fault on everything of what your dad did? I don't really like. What do you mean? Did I take fault?
Yeah, really, because ain't nothing your fault. There ain't no excuse for your dad to come out after 28 years of not seeing you and be beating on your daughter. That's some bullshit. I don't care how you look at it. Might
I'll be right
represent
back.
a male, but it's still a girl, and that's a grown ass man. And a grown ass man shouldn't be putting his hands on no woman, regardless, especially their child. And this has been going on for months, and I didn't know about it. He's lucky I ain't out there. Let's see him try to pull that bullshit with me. I'll knock his ass back. Aw, what the hell? They didn't put anything on this they were supposed to. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to eat. I have the worst pain in the world in my chest. Hold on a moment.
Hold on, I'll be back in a second. Hold on. I'm so confused. Did you suggest to bury the dogs, or was it your dad that made you do things? No. Those puppies, to my knowledge, died of parvo. And that's just based off of me having fucking veterinary training because I went to school for it.
Yeah, parvo's nasty. They will literally shit out blood, and it smells a really strong scent of like you smell it.
But no, he didn't make me bury the dogs. I chose to bury the dogs because at the time we could not afford $300 to cremate them. So we chose to bury them. And the plan was when we got enough money to be able to cremate them, we were going to take them and have them cremated.
And what the hell's wrong with that? I did the same thing with my dogs. My dog died of parvo. The other one was murdered by somebody. I dug my dog's bones up to collect them. They're mine. They're going to stay with me. People can't afford cremation. You ain't got no choice but to bury an animal because it's going to decay. That don't mean you can't dig that animal back up and have it cremated later. Or hell, you can't afford cremation? Put their bones in an urn or something and keep it with them. It's no different. So anybody that's got something to say about that bullshit can shove that shit up their ass because I did the same damn thing with mine. I didn't ask some dude to slit my dog's throat. You think I'm going to leave my dog buried somewhere where I don't own it? Hell no. It's going to come with me. So there ain't nothing wrong with what you did. You had to bury them. You had no choice. But people that love their animals like they're your children, you don't want to leave them someplace where you are not at. You want to keep them with you. My mother's got 4 urns up on her fireplace from her dogs that have died from sicknesses or just getting old. Screw that shit. Anybody's got something to say about that's going to fucking deal with me about that crap. You did nothing wrong. And for people that threaten, they're going to
You're
come
gonna
dig
have
up
to
your
request
dogs.
up because I can't. I don't know how to pull you up.
People shouldn't be threatening you to go dig up your dogs and go call the animal services on you. Animals die. You don't want to know how many animals I've have buried since I've lived in my place due to parvo, newborns that die, somebody killing my dog, people hitting my...
That's primarily because you ain't listening to me when I told you to go get her fixed.
No, not mine. You talk to Chris about that shit. They ain't my fucking cats. And her, you're talking about...
I've been told you to get rid of all them damn animals to stop them from breeding like they were.
They're not my cats. That's Chris. I'm telling you what. They were not mine. I would not deal with that shit. You know damn well I didn't like that shit, nor did I want to deal with it. Because in the end, me and your
Mom
sister...
doesn't know all the code words, so she's not gonna outright say them. As long I have AI turned on, as long as nobody reports her, she should be fine.
What am I saying wrong? The fact that my kid's dad's an idiot?
There's certain code. There's certain code words. Like instead of what you were saying, you got to say smurdered, or instead of that, you say red rum. It's that backwards.
I see what you're saying. Well, some idiot killed my dog, and it was some bullshit.
You can't say that either.
He
instead of that, you
hurt
got to
my
say like
dog in a
GTA or
way
something.
that was vengeful after he hurt his girlfriend's dog. He turned around and did the same thing to mine. So how's that? We'll just do that. Got you. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know all about this crap. I think it's some petty bullshit that they pull that people can't talk. I'm not saying, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm saying somebody did this. They're petty, ridiculous, some dumb shit. I can see some things not to be said, but give me a break, dude. How ridiculous are you
I'm
people?
gonna take y'all with me and go walk to the store because I'm honestly hungry.
You haven't been to the store yet?
No, I went this morning to get the water and Monsters, but I didn't get nothing to eat.
Why are you gonna make 2 trips and not just do it once going over there? Goofy child.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, Hunter, look, I think my text went south as far as what I meant to say for what I said, what I'm stating was, did
That's why
you
I asked you to
feel,
explain.
oh, absolutely. Do you feel compelled or did you feel that you did stuff for your dad for he wouldn't get in trouble and you would take fault? That's what I meant by the conversation. Did you ever feel
Besides, the only time where a situation like that would happen is where it would come down to him hitting me.
Okay.
I would make excuses for him, and I would eventually turn around and make myself think that it was my fault and that I did cause him to do those things.
Okay. It was nothing. I was trying to make an example of, did he pressure you to do something with the dogs? That's all I was saying. It was nothing to your character, because sometimes a parent or your loved one will make you do something without, you don't want to get in trouble. That's all it was.
I can tell you right now,
it wasn't.
my child loves animals. I mean, like, loves animals. Hunter's a lot.
Mom, you were there when that situation with the cat happened. You know how I felt about that fucking
I know
kitten.
that, and it was an accident. You didn't mean to do it, and it broke you, and I know that. But I can say firsthand, my kid loves animals.
You saw how I reacted.
Hunter is just like my mother with that. I mean, my mom's got 4 dogs.
I picked that bitch up right afterwards and was trying to figure out whatever I could to save it, but it was done.
It was a small kitten, and Hunter come in my house pissed off because my kid's dad was acting like an ignorant ass. Had 20 cats in the house, causing an issue where I couldn't have my grandbabies there. And she come in and picked up the little kitten, was holding it, and said to him that you care about these cats more than you do them babies. And she went to put the cat back down, and the way she did it was a little too high off the ground and maybe a little too forceful with not realizing it. And it all of a sudden just kind of started spazzing, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. Thought maybe it might have, I don't know, broke its ankle or some shit because it was small.
I think it's freaked out.
I don't know. I think that's what I think. I think maybe it freaked out, and it basically.
I'm in a smoking room. That's why the walls are painted the color that they are.
Well, you can drop
basically
me. I don't know how to get dropped off.
It seemed like it was having like a seizure in my middle child's arms, and it died in my middle child's arms, and she freaked the hell out. But it was an accident. It wasn't intentional by far. Hunter was making a point to Chris.
And I did not do that shit on purpose at all. And as soon as I realized what was happening with that cat, I was trying to figure out what I could do to save it.
I even got to repeat that because I have no doubt it was an accident, and the girls understand that too. You know what I'm saying? The babies were more important, and Chris was just being an ass. I literally had to call DCF on my own house because he was doing this shit on purpose to piss me off to get me to leave. I've been stuck co-parenting with my middle child's dad for 8 years because my husband was hit by a car and became a drug addict and pretty much just lost his whole self-identity, and he's never become the same again. So that's the roof that me and my youngest child had over our head. And thanks to the pandemic happening right as that did, I've been stuck with him. I have health issues and can't afford as a single parent to take care of a teenager with everything completely doubling in price. It's been impossible to do. And here I'm sitting in the hospital for 2 months because of this. So it's just an example of the things that I'm dealing with medically.
It is so fucking hot out here, man.
It's Florida for you. It's coming into, wait till August. July.
If anybody wants to know where to go for pizza, this is some of the best pizza you can get.
Yo. I literally could not eat. As I swallow all this food, it hits the center of my chest. It's causing so much pain. So much for my turkey burger. Oh my God, it hurts, y'all. Oh yeah, this is not gonna work. I can't eat. Something's wrong. I tried drinking pop. Anybody got any ideas?
Everything having to do with that time frame, like from 2020 on, is when everything really started to get bad.
Yeah.
Like inflation wise.
Well, for me, it was 217 and everything after that.
Somebody's saying that you might need to have your esophagus widened.
Well, this
happened.
It feels like it's like a gas pocket, like when you have indigestion and it's just there. I even tried drinking some ginger ale to try and burp it up, and it's just not moving. So I'm gonna keep trying to drink
fucking laundry room, and they won't let none of us use it.
But I know it's not my esophagus. I've went through a lot of tests just to get my surgery, and I've had that, where they do the tube down your throat and check your esophagus and all that. It's fine. This is
have nurse check for bubbles in the IV.
Bubbles in the IV? That's a good point because I was just connected to an antibiotic, and that's when it happened. Oh my God, it is killing me. Because, orange juice can give me indigestion, but this isn't indigestion. This is literally like an air pocket dead in the center of my chest. And everything I swallow feels like it's getting clogged up right there and it's causing severe pain. That's a good point. You said air pocket in my chest. From what? Air pocket from the IV? Who said that?
They did. Oh, did I leave my lighter on the fucking table?
I've had this happen before, but it's rare. It literally feels like
bitch went out.
A gas pocket sitting there that you need to burp up and clear. And if ginger ale ain't doing it, yeah, something's not. Let me see. Tell mom to
I left my lighter on the fucking table with my cigarette.
Bubbles in the IV. I see who said that. Hey, thank you. Make a good point. I'm gonna call him back in here now. Oh. See, and they flush,
Non-stop.
they always flush before to make sure there's no air pockets, or like they flush in between antibiotics, because I started with 3 antibiotics and here I'm on 2. One's for like an hour, another one's for like 3 hours. But if anybody wants to Google it, I have osteomyelitis. It is a infection in the spine caused by some infection in my body that traveled to the spine. It travels in the body and it's settled in my spine, and it can be deadly if you don't get the antibiotics. So you're talking 2 full months of antibiotics. Oh, that crap is bugging the hell out of me. I think I've only remembered this being like this one other time. I'm gonna mute you all for a minute. How minute comes in.
Mom,
Yes, my darling.
you didn't hear me.
Oh, what did you say?
Jordan has been around me non-fucking stop.
I wouldn't doubt it. Because
Like when I tell you, every time I turn around, I see a dime on the ground, or I see Pam around me with these damn butterflies. Because you know how I told you, every time she's around, I see a pure white or a pure black butterfly.
butterflies, you don't talk to Aunt Gwen. You need to look at that. Like she was telling me about the rainbow when her dog passed away. That means that the dog or the animal has made it to the other side, like across the rainbow. Give me 1 minute, Hunter.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is ever since Pam died, when I tell you I've never seen butterflies around me before, and all of a sudden now there's always white and black butterflies around me. Always. Especially whenever I get into arguments with Dad. They're really around me during that time. It's so fucking hot. Tell your mom to ask for Gas X. I'm pretty sure she can still hear. She's just got herself muted. So I don't know who that is. Or Tums. More than likely, yeah. I know I'm staying at the hotel tonight. Because I paid for this bitch for 2 days, so I'm not going to waste it.
All right, one of the nurses asked my nurse in charge about it because I was just hooked up to the machine and antibiotic, and she's saying if there is normally air in the lines, it's like a good section, and I do have to move it. If I go to the bathroom, I have to unplug it and I have to move it with me, especially when it's on the right side of my bed. If it's on the left side, I can actually pull it to the door plugged in, and between the cord and the line, the
How
two
far away is what?
I can still, but yeah, thank you for whoever said that, because it's when it started.
Somebody else said something too about asking for Gas X, whatever that is.
Well, I'm in the hospital, so anything they give me, they do have to, he can put it through and he's got to request it. It comes from the pharmacy downstairs, but yeah, he's going to see what he can do. Because I take medicine for acid reflux, but I haven't felt something like this and I can remember in a real long time.
I'm gonna have to get an Uber to go over there to her tomorrow. That's mainly part of the reason why I'm trying to conserve what money I have left, is so I can pay for the Uber.
Yeah.
Somebody's smoking it. I can smell that shit from a mile away.
Well, I told Dad too, so in case, I told him I didn't know how much money you have. So worry about getting something to eat, child, because you already know Dad's gonna tell you the same damn thing. Eat.
What do you think I'm doing?
So maybe like I said, the cafeteria, the hospital's downstairs. I can order stuff extra. I can only eat, so much of my food. You can eat the rest of it rather than me have to eat it cold or waste it. I did the same thing with Kaylee. I would order stuff from extra stuff, and she would eat with me. We would share it. This sucks, y'all. I'm hungry and I can't eat. That shit is just piling up in the center of my chest. Turn the camera on. It hurts.
Panda lock. I don't know what panda lock is.
Anyway, back to the Jordan subject. So I don't doubt it though, because listen, when I first went to the hospital, man, tripped me out. I was in tears. When they took me back to the first room, the guy rolled me up and I looked up, it was room 23. Then when I went to the rehab place, the guy rolled me up to my room, it was room 223. I happen to look at this board, and it's the first time I actually looked at this board over here where they write everything up. And the date was 5/23, which is Pam's birthday, but I was focused on that 23 too. So that told me 5/23 at that moment. I'm looking at the board. One, Pam is probably here with me, and Jordan as well. He does that with us. You remember what I told you about Elizabeth that day, right?
Yeah.
When me and her and Kaylee were sitting there and we're giggling and we're laughing. And my daughter, she has a gift of sight, and she looked at me, she goes, Mom, Jordan's standing behind you. Mind, this is a small space in between shelves. And I said, he's what? She's like, he's standing right behind you. And he said, hi, Aunt Melissa. I broke into tears because my 18-year-old doesn't realize, she doesn't think about how special it is for that gift that God gives her. Even though loved ones pass away, she still has the option to see them. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, a lot of people say that I look like my mom. Whenever I was chubbier in my face, I took more after her, but as I've lost weight, I've taken more after my dad. I do not want a corn dog. Oh, that's cute, Miranda. Jordan is my cousin. He's my cousin that was born closest to me. I think we're only like 3 or 5 years apart, something like that. And when he was 19, he was murdered in his own house. So they ended up shooting him, and it hit the valve right above his heart. So it got him instantly, but it was just the point that it happened. Oh wait, these aren't regular taquitos. I want taquitos. Oh, those are still cooking. God damn it, man. I'm just gonna get pizza. Or something over here. What I want still cooking, so I can't get it. The one issue with me, guys, is I'm picky about what I eat. What is it? 2 slices for $5?
Yeah, so Dominic is called the doctor downstairs. They're gonna get something for it because that's what we think. It's like a gas pocket, like when you got a burp and it's so massive it's stuck right there. So anything I swallow literally feels like it's filling that whole space and it's causing severe pain. So I'm gonna have to wait to eat and I'll just have them reheat my food. And the only thing I drank this morning was one of those little orange juice cups. I mean, I had coffee through the middle of the night, but coffee doesn't bother me. I don't know what caused it. I haven't drank anything carbonated at all since
It's
like
probably the coffee. Coffee gives me
yesterday.
indigestion sometimes.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't cause that for me. The only thing I had was that little thing of orange juice. The only thing orange juice is it causes acidicness. But anyway, yeah. So Elizabeth, I was telling my daughter because she has the gift of sight. She's seen ghosts since she was very little. They come around
No,
her.
not since this morning. He texted me at like I want to say around 6 o'clock this morning, but I haven't heard from him since then.
You know, it's funny, all that shit that I messaged to him, he ain't said one word to me, but yet somebody called me. They didn't say nothing. When I answered it, I just had a feeling. I just started laughing. I was like, what? What do you possibly got to say? I said, you're a piece of shit. I said, you're beating on your own child. Your daughter. You punk ass, you're beating on a girl. Seriously? I mean, that's pathetic. He talks about all these years he can't wait to come out here and finally meet his kid and his grandbabies. And I don't want to hear this excuse, Hunter, about what you said, because my father has never done no shit like that. A father does not beat on their children unless you are already that type of person. I can tell y'all right now, he did the same shit to me when I was 18. Every woman he's been with, there's been violence, whether he is on alcohol or not. The man has got some serious mommy issues, and he deflects that back on us. His emotions from her go on us. And y'all don't want to know what I pictured in my head, him doing to Hunter. I told Hunter, you stay the hell away from him. Because Hunter reminds him of me. Why? Because we're the type that don't put up with that bullshit. Somebody telling us shut up, disrespecting us, talking that trash. I ain't gonna keep my mouth shut. I ain't gonna obey shit. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my God. I ain't obeying you, and you can shut that shit up, because I'll tell you to go take it somewhere else and get the hell out of my face. And my kid is the same way. So because she will not listen to that type of crap, he feels Hunter's disrespecting him. Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river, your kid told you to go shove it up your ass, basically. Get over yourself. We are not in the 40s and 50s where respect is the way it used to be. You treat somebody you love like shit, and they're going to have something to say about it. Because the ones that can hurt you the most are the ones that you love the most. And I know that by experience. He is realizing people can stay away from him. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? He don't need her. He is a Cleveland brat running the streets, selling, you know what, doing dumb. He's very resourceful. He can take care of himself. He don't need Hunter. I think he just likes having somebody to be a punching bag. And every time he's out in the world, he's got a woman that's exactly what she becomes. So he ain't got a woman. Instead, he's got his kid. And regardless if Hunter represents his male or not, in the end, he mentally still knows that is a girl. And anytime anyone disrespects him, especially a female, he feels he can put his hands on them. Like I said, let him try that crap with me now. There ain't gonna be him putting his hands on me, because I will I will do it back. Plain and simple. I won't be taking that crap. But my kid is different. He's stronger than Hunter. And you should never be beating on your child.
Actually, no. It's been a proven fact at this point between me and Dad that I'm not only bigger than him, but I am stronger than he is.
I don't think so, child. That is a man regardless.
No. Well, Dad will even tell you himself, and he said it on here multiple times. I am stronger than he is.
Well, it is a known fact, Dr. Standing here, when your adrenaline is heightened, a lot of people that kicks in your strength and can heighten your strength in your body. Literally.
God damn, Mom, you and your fucking violations.
I said change the word. Okay, I think you need to send me a list of code words, because TikTok is some petty crap. I'm getting violations.
It's the people that don't like me that are sitting here reporting me. Like, y'all realize what I'm going through, and you still have nothing better to do with your fucking self.
Right, but just cause crap in people's lives and be ignorant. Oh, yes, let me take the medicine, because, God, I want to eat my turkey burger. Ew.
And you know, one of the fucked up things is somebody was watching my live last night, recorded the whole thing from a second phone, and then went on live themselves and played the whole fucking recording just to sit there and talk shit.
Dude, he added water to it and it still didn't break it all down. Hold on. Ugh.
I know TikTok has AI that flags certain words, but I have the AI generated content switch turned on, so that shouldn't be a factor.
Hold on, let me add some water to this chalky crap because it didn't break it all down and
Mom, I'm gonna disconnect you and you need to come back up, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how to do it. Somebody, whoever has the capability to, bring my mom back up. Unless she can request herself back up. No, it wasn't Mima that did it. I seen who it was last night. I just didn't catch the username. But there was like, it was them, and then they had, I want to say like 6 people in their fucking box.
You know, I don't get that. And that other broad did that crap too, throwing your live stream up, showing it, and that's when I think it was Miranda came in and gave me the link, and I went in there and I started going off. I swear to God, y'all, I thought it was my sister. Like this broad sounded like my sister. I started going off.
Mom.
What?
At the bottom of your screen, on the very bottom right, there's going to be 3 dots. Scroll all the way to the bottom of that. You'll see something that says AI generated content. Flip that switch on.
I don't have 3 dots, but I've got the microphone, the people, the rose, the gift, and there's an arrow.
Oh, then you might not see it as a guest. I know I have it turned on. It says live may contain AI generated content.
Hold on, I'm stirring up this nasty chalky crap. I think this is like is it called Mylanta? That gas chalky shit that you drink?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. He put water in it, but he didn't mix it all the way, and I drank the water, but it was still clumped up in the bottom of it, and it wouldn't come out. Dude, yuck. Seriously. That's like Pepto-Bismol. That shit is nasty as hell. Ugh. I swear, where's my fruit cup? I gotta drink something because, God, this is horrible.
Are you sure it's turned on? I know it's turned on. I can see it at the bottom of mine. I guess some other people are able to see it at the bottom of theirs. But I know it is. I know it's turned on.
Yeah,
I just checked it. It's turned on.
Oh, wait a minute. Live may contain AI-generated content. It's an arrow. It's not 3 dots. Hold on.
No, don't click on that. Don't click on that. Don't click on that. That's what I have turned on.
All right. Yeah, there's no 3 dots down here.
Okay, you probably just don't see it whenever you're a guest. But if you're on your own live, you'll see 3 dots in the bottom right corner. You always want to go into that and go to the very bottom and switch AI on.
Hey, AI, bite me. There you go. Okay, so I need to start thinking about certain words that this stupid system flags because it's petty.
Everybody put the code words in the comments. Everyone put all the code words in the comments. Because I don't even know what they all are.
Just some of the stuff we're talking about I think is ridiculous to say. I mean, I can think if you're literally talking hate speech, but I mean, I get it with the whole.
No, I keep getting hit with bullying and harassment. That's what they keep getting me taken down for, is bullying and harassment.
Oh Lord. You know, I'm not surprised. They probably do it to a lot of other people because they're talking, and when you're talking, you're in thought, and you're not thinking about
comments, Mom.
Yeah. So, hey AI, I'm not a bully. I don't pick on people. I don't do things to people like this. I'm talking about.
Mom, I got taken down just for calling somebody an asshole.
Hey AI, you're an asshole. Sorry. Yeah.
Just look at the comments of the code words. You can kind of tell they're all self-explanatory, pretty much.
Let me turn up my.
Yeah, TikTok shop.
TikTok shop. Yeah, I don't.
That's why. So the phrase that Dad came up with was "We win, you lose." TikTok shop. And the whole reason why TikTok shop was constantly being said is because I don't know if it's still a thing, but if you say TikTok shop, it somehow messes with the algorithm and causes it to where it's not going to report you as easily.
Yeah, exactly. People are too sensitive, and like I said, the thing is, we're not sitting here saying we're gonna do these things. We're talking about them happening or other people doing it, and we're giving information. I feel like TikTok literally steals our freedom of speech. If you're
Yeah,
not
but if you're not
talking
careful
bad
about the
about
way you say
someone,
things specifically, it can be taken as something else.
oh my God, I said transgender. Let's block me.
Yes, we
Hate
love TikTok Shop.
my child's transgender, and I still love him.
Look at
I
the
just
comments, ho.
excuse me, what? You see what I deal with this child?
People,
50 comments were
people,
sent in
people
the
are
last.
telling you what all the code words are.
Yes, I'm looking. I'm looking. I can't see that well. No, let me see.
So get your fucking glasses.
I don't have them. They're at the house of Chris.
Well, you should have took them with you.
What's pew pew? So instead of saying certain words violent, I can say, well, I wonder if pow pow works. We used to say
As
that.
long as you say something that correlates to it without actually saying it, then you're fine.
We used to say that to God, who was it? It was a kid. And that's how we used to say it. You want pow pow? You want pow pow? I think Falcon says it too.
Oh, whenever
So
you, I
funny.
know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever happened to freedom of speech? As long as you're not hate speech to where you're directing it towards a specific gender or race. I don't understand what you're describing a situation and saying what happened. Or, if I'm saying somebody violently did something to me, I'd like to be able to do that to them. I liked, not I'm going to. So you're twisting people's words around is what they're doing.
You can still get caught up with it. And the thing is I've gotten taken down for a lot of different reasons. Like when I got taken down for calling somebody an asshole, my live got taken down, but then I appealed it and my live access was restored within a couple hours. But it's just the point of the fact that I don't want to get taken down at all.
I like Lisa. Her username is cool as shit the way she's got that out like that. Thank you. No filter. Exactly. If I can't say what's on my mind, something's wrong. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't act different specifically around people. Like if I'm at work, it's a different. You're respectful, you talk with respect, you act like you're civilized. I'm civilized, but I am me. I am exactly what her dad calls me, a city bitch. It's who I am. I'm Sicilian, I'm German, I'm a fire sign. I'm just a whole lot of feisty. And people like me. My phrase I have is love me or hate me, but you'll never forget me. Because regardless, I will leave an impression in somebody's life, whether it's good or bad, but it's mostly good. And if you don't like me, there's the door. Let it smack you in the ass when you go out. Because I don't give a shit. My life is not here to impress you. It's to take care of me, my children, and care about nothing but God and what I'm doing to impress Him. Unalived. I seen. What is rugs?
Think about it. Replace the R with the D. Or actually, no. It's just that without the D.
Okay, that don't make no sense either.
Spell the word, but add D at the beginning of it. What does it spell?
DUGS. What the hell is that?
DRUGS.
Oh,
But take away the D.
Hey, you said D. You didn't say DR. Now you make sense. Got it. Okay.
That's why
So
I
just
myself.
I get it. Think of more like a rhyming word to what you're saying to where people are intelligent enough to have it make sense. I will try my best, y'all, because I didn't realize TikTok was this petty. You want to hear something so cool? So this is the neat thing with me and my kids, and this is one of the things that I say about people around the world that are gifted. And the ministry I watch talks about how people are gifted with God's gifts. Me and my kids. So me, my 18-year-old, she's the Aries. I'm the Leo. My Kaylee is a Sagittarius. All fire signs. Hunter, Evie, and Lilith complete air, earth, and water. The complete cycle with me, my children, my grandchildren. Your children are next. Huh?
Marlee's asking when my birthday is. It's September 1st. I was born on Labor Day.
Yes. So we complete the full cycle. There are families that are chosen. If heaven has archangels that are soldiers and the devil has demons that are soldiers, you think God's not going to have human soldiers here too? They have to be in each plane. So there are people that's what I call them. They are literally human soldiers on earth to deal with the very unpleasant things that exist that shouldn't be here, helping humans, find their way back to God and become good people or become Christians to redirect from the false prophets, as we say. I guarantee you there's people on here who know all about the awakening. You can find it all over TikTok. The awakening, the 100...
Once you start talking about that shit, people start to wonder whether or not if you're crazy. And you froze. Wait, you're pregnant, Marley? I didn't know that. Lucky. I wanted a boy. I swear to God, Lilith was supposed to be a boy. I did not believe she wasn't until she came out of me. I didn't even believe the ultrasound. I swore up and down this child's a fucking boy. And she acts like a boy. I believe in this shit my mom talks about for the most part, because you gotta remember, I am pagan. So, my kid, Evie's birthday is 10/14/2020. So she's about to be 6. Lilith is 7/11/22. So she's about to be 4. You already have 2 girls. Listen, I got my tubes completely removed after having Lilith because I'm like, I am not going through this pregnant bullshit ever again. It is. It's fun. They're fun at the age that they are, but they're also, like, babies and toddlers are great, but they're so difficult at the same time. Because they don't understand yet how to voice what it is that they need to the fullest degree. She's a little tomboy. I honestly, I swear to God, I'm 100% expecting one day for her to come to me and tell me that she's just like I am. I don't want her to be. Because, yes, I am proud of who I am and everything I've been through. But at the end of the day, I know what it's like to go through the situation of being trans. And anybody who is transgender will tell you that if they could have just went through life being comfortable in the body that they were born with, they would have. They're very needy. I'm too old for this. My girls are the same age difference as Evie and Lilith. Yes, when you got kids that are close together like that, like, getting pregnant with Lilith when I did was never intended. That was actually an accident. My plan wasn't to have another child until Evie was at least 5 years old. That was my plan, but things didn't work out like that. I tried to get a hysterectomy, but they wouldn't let me have one. Father ended up coming out as gay when I was in 2nd grade. Yeah. 100%. Like, my mom, I don't think she realizes that, because she was saying something about in regards earlier to me not having a choice in the way that I am, and it's the way that I am, but she was saying something about people that are gay or lesbian or whatever the case may be choose to be like that, and that's not the case. You can't choose who you're attracted to. You can't choose who you like. That's a chemical thing. You can't choose who you're attracted to at the end of the day. You can try to. You can try to force yourself to be into something you're not into, but you're still gonna have that thought and that knowing in the back of your mind that this isn't what you're into. Oh, that's somebody else. So I consider myself to be pansexual. I like to be with men or women, transgender, doesn't matter. When it comes to socially. Now, sexually, I like everything having to do with men, top or bottom. But with females, if I'm the top, it's not going to happen. Let me put it that way. I like a female's company. I like being around them. I like having that type of relationship with them. But I do not like being with them sexually if I have to do anything to them. I don't know. I don't like anything on a female below the belt. At all. Yeah, I can definitely see that, Stacy. Couldn't do a female either. Yeah, see, it's just I did one time, and I didn't like it. At least I didn't. I enjoy being on the receiving end, but I don't like being on the giving end of things when it comes to a female. Is that just a bunch of I's and apostrophes? What is that? I think somebody commented something in their pocket. That looks like a typo. How many times I've accidentally called people in my pocket because I didn't realize my phone was unlocked. It's actually really good. Racetrack pizza's fucking amazing. Yeah, I primarily date men. And I'm not the dominant one between the two of us. I've honestly felt like I always was under pressure when it came to him because I was constantly always having to worry about whether or not if I was going to do or say the wrong thing to set him off. Because I couldn't even talk to myself or say something under my breath without him somehow fucking hearing it and going off on me like he does. So what's the plan after tonight? So you were walking on eggshells, basically. No, yeah, I was pretty much just constantly walking on eggshells. My plan after today, so I have the hotel room for tonight, and then as long as I can get an Uber to get out to the hospital, I'm gonna go with my mom. I know I had a lot of patience with him. That's the thing. I'm extremely impatient when it comes to a lot of things. But when it comes to the people that I love and care about and want in my life, and I know that they're fucking doing bad, I have more patience than I should. I let people walk all over me a lot of times because I just want to give them the benefit of doubt and hope that they'll change and be different. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 holes in my ears. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen me, whether it be in videos or on here on multiple occasions, where I used to have ears full of earrings. And then all of a sudden they were all gone. That is because of him. and us fighting. And me losing my shit because of us fighting. That's the Virgo in us. I'm the same way. Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me that has a lot to do with me being a Virgo. Actually, a lot of my personality really, really matches up with just being a Virgo. But here's the thing, too, is like for anybody who doesn't know, you actually have 3 signs. You have your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And my 3 is Virgo, Virgo, Scorpio. So you can imagine what I'm like. I've been on vacation for a week. Can I have a recap on what has been happening? There's a lot. If anybody in the comments wants, I know somebody's fucking streaming me. Who is it this time that's streaming me? Thank you, Frank. Hey, who's streaming me now? If somebody that has my phone number, go look and then screenshot it and text it to me so I can see. Dad has been doing this to me since the verbal abuse started back in like December, and then the physical started back in January. I actually don't know where he is right now. As far as I know, he might still be at the church right now, downtown. When he did text me, he said something about being at Tampa General by 1 o'clock because of what I did to his arm. So I don't know where he is. I bit the fuck out of him. I don't bite people unless I feel like I have to defend myself. No, he never put his hands on me in front of the girls. He never got aggressive with me in front of the girls. No. I'm not filing charges against him. I'm not getting the police involved at all because I don't want to be the reason he goes back to prison for life. I can't live with myself if I know I'm the reason he dies in there. I'd rather somebody else be that reason. So the only way that I could transfer HIV by biting somebody is if my teeth just happen to be bleeding. And to be honest with you, I don't know at the time whether or not if they were, because he did punch, like the first place that he punched me was dead center right the fuck here. My nose still fucking hurts. He can't press charges on me. Florida has a stand your ground law. I could have had a pew-pew and did something to him and Florida wouldn't have done a fuck thing about it. And at the end of the day, he has a worse record than I do. All of my charges were dropped. He's convicted of all of his. So they would have took him before they took me. There's been many times. Honestly, I'm sure that it's on camera somewhere around that fucking Wawa on Orient Road. Because actually what he first did was when we were walking out of the Wawa. I don't know if it was something I said or what it was, but he was just fucking mad and grabbed me on the back of my neck real hard. He did that shit twice. And then we had gotten across the street by where the bus stop is on Orient Road. He was trying to go over by the bus stop and go across the street to go look for whatever the fuck he was looking for, and I was screaming at him to bring his drunk ass the fuck home, because I already knew it wasn't over there. I knew where the shit was at, and he didn't want to listen to me. But because he knows everything, it just escalated into what it did. And I was holding back a lot. The amount of times that I wanted to swing on him and I didn't. A bag of fucking weed. Because even though I'm allowed to have it, he's not supposed to have it. So he could still get in trouble for having the shit on him. That's why he threw my knife, too. Because my knife is a switchblade. Wait, here, who did... Hi, Carrie. Hi, Florida girl. I'm sorry, I'm missing comments. I'm having a better day now than I did yesterday. I am undetectable, but you can still pass it on through blood contact. I can't pass it on through sexual contact, but I can pass it on if you get my blood in your blood system. Hi, Kimmy. And no, I haven't heard from him since like 6 o'clock this morning. I woke up at around like 9 and I looked at my phone to catch up on whatever messages I was able to catch on in the moment. And I saw some text messages from him from this morning, but I haven't heard from him since. Hi, Bella. I don't show my emotions like that at all. That's the thing. It went because of all the shit that I have gone through and so many people telling me to stop fucking crying all the time because of how sensitive I am. I learned to hold back tears even in situations that I shouldn't. Like, I don't cry at funerals. I don't cry when somebody dies. I hold everything in. I've forced myself to become cold-hearted just so I can turn off my emotions. So me breaking down like I did yesterday was a lot for me. Hi, Misty. I'm sure he did, Sheila. A lot of people didn't like him. Hi, Mama C. Good morning. I'm doing okay right now. Now we can actually hear you, and it's so nice. Yeah, I couldn't stand. I do have PTSD. There's a reason why because there's two different types of PTSD. There's PTSD, which is like a one-time event kind of PTSD, and then there's CPTSD, which is complex PTSD. That's what I have. That's from going through multiple years of abuse and fucking turmoil. I believe he was the reason. Honestly, I don't. It would make more sense to me if he's the reason the girls got taken. Because in reality, DCF can't tell me that Dad is the reason they got taken away, because he wasn't a part of anything like that. They had to pick something that had to specifically do with me, and what they ended up using was the fact that I didn't have it in writing, even though I had verbal permission, and I even had them call him and give the fucking verbal permission. They still wanted it in writing. Mom's screen froze and then she went down. So I don't know what's going on over there right now. It could be an internet problem because she hasn't came back in the live either. That's what I'm gonna do, Deborah. I'm staying away from him and I'm gonna focus on the girls. That's what I was really trying to do in the first place, was just focus on the girls. He was the one that was focused on all this fucking drama bullshit. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. I definitely tried to give him the benefit of the doubt out of respect for you. I know a lot of people didn't. No, he's not good for me. I might have borderline personality disorder. We don't actually know yet. Because borderline personality disorder, dissociative identity disorder, and what the fuck was it called? Schizoaffective disorder. Those are the three that are under the list of suspicions of what I might have, because they don't know whether or not if I was misdiagnosed with bipolar type 1 or if I'm co-diagnosed with these. Because I've only been to one testing facility, and whenever you're seeing a psych or a therapist, you have to be seeing them for a long time, like consistently for a long time, before they can really sit there and tell you whether or not if you have these things, especially because they don't see you on a daily basis or a regular basis. They only see you for an hour at a time, maybe once a week or once a month. I thought it was something else, but I'm sorry I didn't see the signs. I never dealt with that. It's okay, Marley. It's not your fault. He completely blocked all your blessings, Hunter, and I'm glad you are away from him to see it. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Love your dad, but don't be around him. Yeah, I get that. It isn't quiet. It's very quiet. It's too quiet. Even if it's family, yeah. That's the thing, though, is I'm usually really fucking quick to cut people off. Like, if you get me to a point where I say I'm done with you and you're cut off, you're cut off. You ain't never coming back.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got kicked from the hospital's internet, and it's pulling that certificate error crap, and I couldn't get back in. And then I knocked my tea over all over the whole table, in both trays, on the floor. Oh my good lord, seriously. Aggravating. So now I'm just waiting for this freaking gas and digestion pocket to go away. I tried to reach for my ginger ale to see if that would help, and knocked over freaking whole tea. I'm so
Somebody explain to me like ginger ale and Sprite are both sodas. So how the fuck do they help your stomach? Somebody please explain.
It's not helping my stomach. It's the carbonation to help me burp up what's in my chest is what I'm trying to do.
I know, but when you're sick, typically people, like if you have an upset stomach, people will typically drink Sprite or ginger ale, and I never understood the concept behind that.
I don't know. The lemon, ginger ale makes your stomach, because your stomach builds up a gas, and that's what it is. Ginger ale, Sprite is clear fluids, or lemon, and it helps you burp up that gas. My bad, Dominic.
Oh, it's just because of the ginger that's in the ginger ale? Is that why?
Ginger is very good.
Okay. What about Sprite then? Sprite doesn't have ginger in it.
I want to eat. This is so unfair. And it's a turkey burger and wild grain rice. Come on now. It's something good.
Right for the carbonation. Okay.
That's why I said the carbonation. If you got gases build up in your stomach, carbonation will help you burp that up. That's what I'm
Supposed to
trying to
flatten
do.
your soda before you drink it.
And it's 0 sugar ginger ale.
Like that makes a difference.
0 sugar ginger ale. Y'all forget me. I'm trying to have humor in my stress of knocking over my tea everywhere.
Not Sprite, but Coke. If you stir it till it's flat and drink the syrup, they sell it at the drugstore.
Ew, yuck.
I don't even like Coke as it is, much less drinking that shit while it's flat.
Pam used to drink that crap. Coke is so much more stronger than Pepsi, like too intense.
I don't like cola at all now because of growing up on that shit.
Are y'all talking about me? What's wrong with me? Bad bone infection, I believe.
No, she's whenever you see an @ symbol and somebody's name, they're replying to somebody else in the comments.
I know that, dummy. I'm saying whoever was asked that question, she said bad bone infection. It just made me think of something they asked about me. I mean, I am kind of the one.
The only thing better than Dr. Pepper is this. This is the only thing better than Dr. Pepper.
Yuck. Keep drinking
This
those.
This is my favorite fucking monster.
Hey, Dominic, what happens when you drink
This one specifically, this import, this is my favorite.
See? Heart issues. Listen to the very important nurse person in my room. Too many monsters. It messes with your heart.
Yes,
and
I
got
know
a good
that,
heart.
but I only drink if I can help it and I don't.
You're monster addicted.
I am. But if I pay attention to what I'm drinking, as long as I'm careful, I try to only drink 1 or 2 at most a day because I already know if I drink too many of them, I start to have heart palpitations. And when that starts happening, I stop drinking them for at least 2 to 3 weeks at a time.
Yeah, it's like drinking a massive amount of epinephrine, adrenaline. I mean, how fast do you need your heart to go? Crap, you only need 1 to wake you up.
People want to see Dominic again.
Oh, my phone. Nope, no doctor. You just have to get lucky for a moment because I shifted and it went that direction. Important doctor person. He has to agree. Not all people want to be on TikTok live.
Yeah, but he's pretty good looking over there. I kind of wanted to see him again too.
See what I get for trying to sit up? He's awesome. Taking good care of me.
You already know how I am with black guys, Mom. Of course.
He looks like Dr. Landfair. Dr. Landfair has the braids and he ties them back too. The only thing is he's got a lot of gray in his hair. Dominic don't have all that gray in his hair. He's probably well, I don't know. I would say 30s, but most likely he's coming near 40s. He ain't told me. I ain't asking how old he is. I'm old.
Mom, it's just the fact, you know how I am with black dudes, and especially ones that got dreads.
They're handsome. He's very handsome. You can tell he takes good care of himself. He's probably married. A man that looks like that has definitely got to be married. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. You're welcome.
Yeah, if y'all want to know what my type is, it's fucking tall black dudes with dreads.
You in that word, I'd like to erase it out your mouth. You say it way too much.
Yeah, deal with it.
I'm going to have God come down and smack you in your bald head.
My head is not bald.
It's close enough. They're laughing at you. Your mom gives me a headache, huh? Well, sorry for your luck. I am who I am. If I give you a headache, you don't have to listen to me. Sorry.
Okay, you're getting blocked just for saying that.
I mean, like, I am who I am. You think, what is TikTok for? Okay, people dance and sing.
Thank you, Megan, because that was uncalled for. That is absolutely uncalled for. You don't call no black person that, especially not.
Oh,
no.
See that?
What people don't realize, if you do your research into Sicilians and where they come from and why we are so hated by Italians, is because we are a mix between African bloodlines and Italians.
That's why we have the darker features.
We are black.
Why? In history, Sicily was raided by African American tribes and they raped women and children. It's how we got the darker features. It's why we're so feisty. It's why we have so much personality. Don't hate. Okay.
Yeah, like I
People are
have a darker
people.
skin
Races
complexion
are
because of that.
everybody.
I'm just a little
Love
light
everyone.
skinned.
You need to love yourself. If you got a problem with other races, you don't love yourself. So learn to love yourself or you ain't never going to love others. All people are
Yeah,
beautiful.
I don't. Once I found that out, I don't know what to put on my fucking thing. Like whenever it asks you for your nationality and shit, I don't know what to put now instead of white.
Sicilian, German, Indian, Irish, because your dad's Indian
Yeah,
Irish.
Mom, when you're African descent of any kind, you're supposed to put that you're African American on there in some way, shape, or form. And now I don't know how to go about putting that.
Yeah, but it's so back far in the bloodlines. You want to look where your if you want to look at your family tree.
Because of it. You got to remember, Mom, you're the second generation from Sicily here. I'm the third, so we have darker skin color because of that.
Yes, that's why Italians are natural blonde hair and blue eyes. They're not dark featured like us. But we also have German, and with German comes well. Then again, Germans. I've heard a lot of people they say they're lighter features too. But see, anybody I've ever known German was darker features. But I guess I'm wrong. They are lighter hair and lighter eyes feature too. Somebody actually said that to me. We're doing a history lesson, Dominic. Gotta have the doctor's permission. Can't show him. Oh crap! They're talking about my kid. All these people following.
Is Jewish national
She's
is
on.
being Jewish a nationality or is that
So she
a religion? I
know what happened.
I love people with green eyes, man. I have hazel, so my eyes change color. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's both. Okay, so so wait, does that mean you can What is that confuses me now? So if you can be you can be Jewish by blood, but you can also be Jewish by choice. I don't understand. Oh, ethnicity is your race. Okay, sorry, I had that wrong. I don't know what I am, but very fair skinned and strawberry hair with blue eyes. That sounds Irish. That sounds like Irish. You can convert to the religion? Okay. So how do you explain then, if you convert to the Jewish religion, how would you explain to somebody that you're Jewish by religion but not Jewish by blood? Other than being flat out just saying that. Yeah, American Indians have some really, really, really fucking long hair. Like Native Americans have long fucking hair, man. My hair used to be long. It used to go down past my fucking butt. It was so long, and then I cut it when I was like 12. You're called converted? Okay. Yeah, I always wondered that because that always confused me. I'm like, because people that are Jewish were Jewish by blood, but then there were some people that were just Jewish by the religion. I'm like, wait, how does that work? So thank you for explaining that to me. I have hair past my butt, but I try to keep. Yeah, I couldn't deal with it no more, especially just given the fact of me being the way I am. I never wanted long hair. I always liked short hair. I personally think short hair looks better on me. Like this right here, I don't like this. I feel like I look stupid like this. But it was so fucking hot, and I needed a haircut so bad that I just said, fuck it, I'm shaving my head. I've done this like maybe 4 times. Sorry to say this, but it's actually nice to see you without your dad. You seem to be more chill. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Oh. My bad.
Back there.
Oh, okay.
Oh Oh my God, I just want to eat. I'm sorry, I was talking to one of the nurses.
He was in prison
Was below my behind. About a year ago.
And he's done 3 different bids in prison. So he went 3 different times.
Let's try your other arm.
Ugh. Well,
Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. That's the thing is, like, I would get so aggravated when Dad would fucking butt in and get on my camera and shit while I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys, and I would be, you don't have any idea how bad I wanted to tell him to get the fuck out of my face and get off my damn camera. Like, this is my platform, not yours. You're just a part of it. I'm the one that started these fucking pages. Yeah, you might have came up with the idea for Tampa Homeless, but at the end of the day, this is still my fucking platform. I'm the one that started making the videos. I'm the one that set all this up. I'm the one that fucking edits everything. And I can't even edit shit because he's constantly in my face wanting me to record this, record that, fucking screen record this conversation, screen record that conversation. Fucking leave me alone. Let me do what I need to do. Yeah, and it's my phone. You know how many times he would threaten and say that he was going to go on TikTok and blast me about my mental health and this and that and all this other bullshit that he would cause? And I'm like, first of all, you would be making yourself look stupid doing that because nobody's going to fucking believe you. And then on top of that, with what phone? With what fucking phone? Yeah, I've had a couple of people tell me that they could, like, because my face is very, very expressive. And I know a lot of times when he would do that shit, I wouldn't even be looking at the screen. And I know I was fucking aggravated. I know I was. And I couldn't just tell him to shut up and go away because if I did, then it would cause a fight. I had to just sit there and deal with it. I wasn't necessarily scared, but I was definitely on edge. Or no, Ned, you could say that
and
probably.
no,
I was
I
scared.
think you were scared. I seen fear in you sometimes. Like if you weren't afraid, you wouldn't have let that crap go on for months and months and not tell anybody about it. And every time something bad happens, you come to me about it. Man, I'm telling you what, y'all. He wouldn't have wanted me to be out there at all and see something like that occur because I wouldn't have been able to contain myself, and I'm not violent by nature, but you put your hands on my kids, and I'm going to turn into some apeshit crazy Sicilian broad like you ain't never seen in your life. I will bring the wrath of God down on top of you. I might just bring Michael and Gabriel with me.
It's not your fault, Marley. You probably just didn't know what to look for. And there are some people that are like that. They haven't been through the abuse or haven't seen what it's like to be around somebody that's been abused, so you don't know what to look for when it comes to that type of thing.
That's what I'm saying. Black eyes and all that when. I never seen a mark on you at all. And what pisses me off the most is we're going off about what happened to Evie and Lilith, and then you turn around and let the shit happen to you. How's it any different? Babies, you were still human beings. Human beings we don't deserve to get beat on. And you sat and seen your daughters like that, but yet you let him do it. And I'm sorry, Dad never did no crap like that to you. So what makes you think it's right for your real dad to do it?
I don't know. I don't think they've ever done anything like that to me. The only time that Dad has ever put his hands on me like that was when I was Nick was standing right behind him when he did this, so you can ask him for confirmation. We were standing in the trailer, and I was in an argument with Chris, and I was about to knock him the fuck out. Like, I was dead set about to swing on him, and Dad grabbed me by my throat to stop me. That's the only time that I can remember that he's ever put his hands on me like that. And that was solely just to keep me from doing something I shouldn't have did. No, I'm not making excuse. No, I'm not talking about my real dad. I'm talking about Grandpa. I'm not talking about my real dad. I'm talking about Grandpa.
Yeah, I know you. But
This is why I say grandpa instead of dad, because if I say dad, the shit confuses everybody else.
yeah, so because Hunter calls my dad because my dad raised her, and that's just what he's always called him. But I'm not saying my dad's perfect, but I don't remember ever getting my ass beat. But my dad did have a bad thing that used to scare my stepmom. Like, you would say something and he'd get that grating in the teeth look, which my mom used to do it. My mom did it, my ass was gone. I got backhanded from my mom a handful of rings, got my lip busted and fat. You get over it. Because when you're older, you realize, damn, I said something to piss her off. I deserve that shit. When you're young, oh my God, it's so tragic. No, you ran your mouth. You dealt with the wrong parent. And I'm sorry, when it comes to Sicilians, you learn respect. And I got backhanded. But my dad used to come up and kind of smack us upside the head. He wouldn't do it hard, like to a point where we would be hurt, but it's something that my stepmom didn't like because she didn't think that he should be doing that where he's hitting us in our head. But you've heard that phrase, I'd like to smack you upside your head. Pretty much that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't feel he ever hurt me. Emotionally, it's going to hurt you because that's your parent. And like my 18-year-old, she has a serious issue with authority. Seriously issue with authority. And she thinks that getting smacked in her mouth is abuse.
That's just something that happens. Because you guys gotta imagine when you're used to somebody being a certain way for so long and all of a sudden you gotta switch up. Whenever you're saying things and not thinking about it, it happens. You can tell she corrects herself when she realizes it.
Yeah, I do it both in a sense, and mostly around people around Hunter, I'll say he, but people have to understand too. I fully support my kid, but it's also my daughter. And in this case of what's going on right now, I'm looking at your dad was beating on his daughter. You may look like a male, but in turn, you're still a girl, and he's a punk ass bitch for beating on a girl. Seriously. And that's how I see it. And these people know you're transgender. So it's not like they're going to look at you any different. They're going to refer, and it's just funny because my kids, they refer to he. If I say your sister and I'm talking about Hunter, my 15-year-old will correct me and she'll be like, what? You mean my brother? It's so hilarious. Kaylee does that shit all the time. And even Elizabeth refers to her as he and their brother. And I love that my younger ones are like that, but I'm still the parent. My dad and my stepmom, my brother, my other part of my family, they refuse to call him Hunter. You know what I'm saying? They will always call her Cecilia. They just because that's how we grew up for this long period of time of that being their granddaughter or their cousin being a female. I mean, Hunter came to us at 12 years old about this, and I'm like, okay, so my response was, all right, go research it, learn, understand, and then come back and we'll talk about it again.
No, your exact words were, you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about. Those were your exact words.
I never said that because I remember what it was I said. You needed to learn about it. Pam may have said that. I never said that. No, why would I say it was stupid?
You were the only person I told at that time.
You told us in the room with all three of us. This is when Pam was like, come deal with your daughter, blah, blah, blah. This is a point in time where my parents wanted me to be a parent when they wanted me. I remember we were all in the room together. You talked to us about it. We were listening. And I was the one that said, okay, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, I got cousins that are gay, married to women. I don't have a problem with that. I had liked women at one point in my time. So I know I wouldn't have said that. I can understand. And my turn was research it because society and these kids are all, I'm this, I'm that. And people don't understand transgender is a lot different from other type of choice of sexuality and identity. It is literally a medical condition that occurs during a pregnancy with male and female hormones. I don't have a problem if my kid is
I don't know if I'm remembering it wrong. I remember coming directly to you, and I remember it being said to me, you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about.
You never came to me by yourself. We were in a room, all of us together, Dad, Pam, and me. And I remember we all talked.
I remember coming to you, but I don't remember saying anything to them.
No, yeah, we were all in the, they called me over because you actually went to them first, to Pam, and they brought me over and you come in and added the conversation with me in it and we're talking about it. And that was my response. I wanted you to educate yourself on it, to understand so you knew for sure this is what you felt, this is what you were. because society just is so bad with these kids wanting a bandwagon on stuff, and they're making themselves something they want because they want to belong somewhere. But in turn, that's not what it was with you. I wanted you to educate yourself, is what it. So I know I didn't say that because I wouldn't have had a problem what your choice of identity was. You're my child. I gave birth to you. You could be a damn gorilla or a monkey or a bear. I don't give a shit either way, as long as you're happy. It's not my life. It's your life. God gave you your life. And in the end, you choose what you want to do with it. A parent can either back their kid up, accept them, or you're an idiot because that's your child. And you abandon your child because their choice of what they are, then you're a moron. Because no love will ever be stronger than the love of your child. So I know I didn't say that because you went to them first. You didn't come to me. They called me over to add me into the conversation. Like, come deal with this. Pretty much, Pam, you need to come deal with your kid.
I don't know. I remember that being said to me, and I only remember going to you about it.
Yeah, you didn't come to me. They added me into it. You talked to them about it first. Now I can see Pam saying some shit like that, because that's just how my stepmom was. To her, even mental illnesses, it was get over it. This happened to me too. I got over it. But let me tell you something. I'm not you. You aren't anybody else. Everybody deals with their tragedies and pain in a different way. This woman thought because she did it a certain way, that's how everybody else had to deal with it. Well, I hate to tell you, shit affects all different people in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And that's pathetic.
Like fucking Katie, just for instance, she treats me like she does and fucking says everything she does because she thinks that she's a better parent than I am because she had her fucking her kids when she was fucking 16, like an immature fuckhead, and has just done. She's basically made her whole personality about those kids. She doesn't have her own fucking life. She has nothing. She barely has anything she does for herself. If those kids ever disappeared out of her life, she wouldn't know what to fucking do with herself. And that's what I don't want to be.
Katie is 26, right? Yeah, this girl.
2000, so whatever year it is how old she is.
I've never liked this girl, and the reason why I've never liked her is because she's mouthy and disrespectful. And to me, I am 47 years old. You may be my grandchildren's aunt, but let me tell you something. You don't talk to me like I'm some ignorant ass child. And if I meet you and you're in your 20s, I'll have respect for you like you're an adult. But the moment you talk to me like a kid and disrespect me, I'm going to put your ass in your place. You don't disrespect and talk down to people that are older than you, especially when they have years of more experience than you. And that's the reason why I've never liked her, because of the way she talked to me. And a lot of ways she talked to me was because of mouth there with this.
And everybody else.
She drew an opinion about me before she even knew about me or even met me.
She thinks
So,
she's better than everyone else. That's her main problem.
yes,
She thinks she's fucking better than everybody else.
she
And then
does.
she
And
wants
when
to talk about me being impressive and going off like I do, but I've got somebody that can vouch and tell exactly what fucking happened when she broke up with this dude and left his house. When she was with Eric and they were living in that trailer with her kids, before they broke up, and she took took the boys and left that place and went to wherever the fuck it was she went, she destroyed.
Sorry. And here I thought I lost the internet signal.
Throwing plates. She was throwing cups, breaking glass everywhere with her kids there, mind you. She took a knife and cut up the fucking couches. She cut up the bottom of my fucking stroller and then left it there. I had to get a hold of Eric just to bring that fucking thing back to me. You want to talk about me being crazy and psychotic? That bitch is crazy and psychotic.
That's a bipolar fit. I did that on bad meds a long time ago, when it's kind of trial and error when you take psych meds, and I was tearing my house up, and I'd never done nothing like that before.
She's never been to the doctor and been diagnosed with anything, and she's fucking psychotic.
Oh. Yeah, I was never bipolar. Bipolar was created by these bad meds. I had depression, stress, but I never was bipolar until I took bad medications and it triggered a bipolar disorder. But this is the broad that when my grandchildren came to me with bruises, the second time I've seen them in God knows how long. And she told me it's all about the park and this and that. And I was trying to think of a way of how to bring it up, but be gentle about it because I was afraid she wouldn't bring them back. And I asked her, I'm like, I said, Katie, if these particular things in the park are creating bruises, don't you think maybe they shouldn't be on them? They're too small. You know what she said to me? I swear to God. She said to me, I'm the parent. You're the grandmother. You need to stay in your place and be a grandmother. You know what? It is hard for me not to have something to say. And the only reason why I didn't was because of them babies. But that made me know to keep an eye on what was going on because something was not right. And looking at my granddaughter's back. And you can't tell me that these bruises in all different areas of the body, the way they were from playing in the park. Even though she did take them to the park a lot, I've never seen one child that goes to the park multiple times a week ever have that many bruises on their body. But I had to watch what I said because if I couldn't have them come back, then I wasn't going to know anything of what was going on. And I needed to keep an eye on it because if they would have come like that again, oh, I would have been choking down DCF's throat, banging on doors in their actual centers and telling them, you ain't going to ignore me. I don't care if I'm not parent rights or not. This is my grandchildren and somebody's beating on them and you people are going to do something or I'm going to file charges on your damn agency. It would have been a whole lot of different shit. So they came to me once like that. And when they had bruises the third time, they were old. They were turning yellow. They were the same ones fading out. That was the only 3 times I seen them because then she stopped bringing them. She wouldn't even let me video chat them. So I knew something was going on.
Bruises all over them.
Yeah, all over them in different areas. Arms, face, hips, legs, every single place on their body. And I can tell you how some of them bruises got, but I ain't even going to go to it because I'm telling you what, the inmates will handle it plain and simple when they end up behind doors and there ain't a damn thing we can do about it. And I'll tell you right now, I'll be honest, I pray to God to keep them safe. It ain't going to matter because them inmates ain't going to care about keeping them safe when they learn what they did.
I hope that those inmates in the system do everything imaginable that she deserves.
I hope they do everything to tackle that he did to my grandchildren. And I mean everything.
I hope she gets every bit of fucking torture that she deserves.
But it's hard for me to believe like she would allow this to happen because you have to admit, Hunter, Katie has never hurt them. She's always taken care of them. She's always loved them. And then this dude shows up and all of a sudden this shit's going on. And like I try to tell Hunter, I am by far sticking up for her. But there are so many cases where women are abused, threatened with guns, threatened that their children are going to get beat, their children are getting beat. Something is going on.
You can't tell me that some of them fucking bruises, a lot of them bruises were handprints, and some of those bruises were handprints that were too small to be a man's hand. Those were a woman's fucking hand. She did something to my fucking kids. And I truly believe she was taking her anger and hatred she had for me out on them, especially Lilith. Because why the fuck? Every time she has a hand move towards her in any way, this baby flinches.
And every time Katie showed up at my house, Lilith would cry. She did not want to go with her. She would cry. Literally. But I also told Hunter with the smaller prints that I was worried about Katie's boys. You know, like this, let's say, for instance, Talon, he knows if he hits them or bruises them, like you can't put, you're a grown man. You punch a small child in the eyes like that, you're going to cause some serious head damage. He could be threatening the boys.
3 adult bite marks on my kids. 2 of them were on her arms, and 1 of them was on her inner thigh, way too close to where the fuck it shouldn't have been.
And her tooth was knocked out. I was freaking out. Like, why? Why is her tooth missing? She wasn't missing a tooth.
Yeah, that's her adult tooth that's missing, by the way.
But I did have a concern that he could be threatening these boys or manhandling them and making them beat these little girls up too, because I'm telling you, I've been researching cases for 20 years, and I've seen some of the craziest shit that people make kids do. And it's like the smaller marks and stuff, I was worried about her boys, like him hitting or abusing her boys and making them hit these babies. And they may not want to, but I've literally watched a man make a brother and sister hit and punch each other while they sat there and cried that they were made to do this to each other. It happens. And it's sad, but it happens. But they both need to go to jail, and I'm pissed off.
I got screenshots from JJ's stepmom from where she tried to be anonymous at first until I called her out for who she was, and then she was honest about it. But she said something about JJ had came over there one week and it was mentioning something about bruises, but that's all she told me. And I called her out for it, and I'm like, if he mentioned something about bruises, then why the fuck didn't you do anything?
Yeah, but bruises on him or bruises on the girls?
Bruises on the girls.
And Katie tried to cover her ass. She went to my parents trying to say that she thought something was wrong with Evie, that she thinks it was from out of state. She did things to try and cover her ass, because the first damn thing she said when she came through my door, not, hey, their cups are in here, they got this, automatically about the bruises in the park. That is a defense mode, because she knew when they come through the door, if I turned around and went to hug them, I'm going to see bruises. I'm going to start wondering. So she automatically went to
Yeah, as far as I know, the cops are still investigating Katie and Talon, but what I don't understand is why the fuck are they not in cuffs behind bars where they are not able to do this to anybody else's kids, and then you do your fucking investigation.
because
Put them in fucking jail.
They
Polk
have to
County any other time wants to put people in fucking handcuffs. Why all of a sudden they don't want to put Katie in handcuffs now?
right, and these are babies, but it has a lot to do with building the case and evidence. They want to make sure.
I don't give a fuck. You know how many times they put me in handcuffs before they had any fucking proof of anything, and I still had to sit there?
I know, and I'm agreeing.
3 months I sat in that bitch.
I'm agreeing with you, but I think a part of it is when they put them behind doors, they want to make sure their asses ain't going nowhere. They're not going to be able to bond out. If they bring them in for something stupid, petty, like not reporting child abuse, their bond is not going to be that high, and they can get out and they can run. And that's probably what they're trying to prevent, is the fact that once they go behind doors, they're not fucking going nowhere. But it is bullshit. They should be in jail. And them cops showing up and saying nothing was wrong with them, and Lilith has got black eyes, boy, I feel like, no. That's why I said you need to.
I swear to God, I'm gonna have both of their badges and every fucking cent that they've ever made in their life.
Thank you. And I said that you need to file a lawsuit against them. You know how many police departments have been shut down for corruption? You cannot tell me that they didn't see that with black eyes.
I've got everything built up to where Polk County DCF is gonna have shit done to them. Hillsborough County DCF is going to have a little bit done to them just by the way they're fucking acting now, because these people are not letting my caseworkers that are actually trying to vouch for me be involved with anything to help me. So Hillsborough County is in the fucking dirt now. Tallahassee, for all the fucking Florida's DCF, is in the fucking dirt now. These 2 specific officers are in the fucking dirt. Grady Judd is in the fucking dirt, and I swear to God, somebody better fucking tag him if somebody's recording this and make it known to him that I'm going to have his fucking badge and he will never be a sheriff ever fucking again.
Yeah, they haven't done shit.
I have all the fucking Polk County Sheriff's Department.
It's ridiculous. These are babies. You haven't done anything. What you did was what? Remove them out of their care, took them back to their parent, yes, but what about her boys, too? You should have been removing them.
Why the fuck is a 7- and 9-year-old still in that house? Because to my knowledge, when DCF removes one child, you remove every child. Why are those 2 still in her fucking care?
Exactly. They all should have been removed. And that made me worry about her boys, too. I mean, they're not my kids, but they are children. And if he's abusing the girls, who says he's not doing it to them, too? He may not be doing other things to them because of the boys and they're the girls, but I guarantee you he's putting his hands on them, too. Them children are afraid. And them boys should not be there either.
I don't know. All I know is that somebody said something about Talon having a warrant somewhere. I just haven't been able to figure out where the fuck it's at.
Yeah, it's not Polk County. Because he's got nothing for Polk County at all. I've looked. So it's got to be either somewhere else from Florida or another state.
Somewhere. He has a warrant somewhere, and I swear to God, if it's for some fucking sexual, I swear to fucking God. These people are lucky that I have enough sense to me to not go to prison. Because when I tell you that everybody that knows me from back in the day, they're surprised I'm not in jail right now.
You know, I'm not backing up any sex offender by far, but the sad part is there are certain ones labeled that have never done nothing, and I know one off the rip. My friend's daughter's friend tried messing with her dad, and he told her to get that bitch out of his house. She went and told the cops that he did this and this and that. He went to jail, got labeled as a sex offender, never put a hand on this girl because she was some prissy-ass little bitchy teenager that was pissed off that she couldn't screw with some older man, and he didn't want nothing to do with her. It happens. It does happen, and that's sad. I know someone that was and scare tactic into signing off as a sex offender, but has no history for 20-something years.
Shut up for a second and watch what the fuck you say before I get restricted again. I've already got one.
Your voice is going in and out. What, for saying about people that are criminals? We're talking about criminals.
Say smexual. Or
Well,
smex.
predators, period. I literally know somebody that never did anything but literally got scared at the 18 years old to sign it off as that. It's sad. But I can
hate
tell
these
you
fucking
firsthand,
photos, man. This shit is dumb.
yeah, predators will always reoffend. They will always reoffend. It will never just happen once. So when you see somebody that's dealing with this and goes 20-something years, not one offense at all of anything like that,
Yeah, I have
it's
that
bullshit. Man, what is the deal? Like, I'm supposed to realize something like that is something I need to code word when we're talking about a specific title of an offender. It is what it is, TikTok. Seriously? You got all kinds of criminals. That's a criminal. What do you want me to
At this
label
point,
them
it's
as?
not. I don't think it's TikTok getting us. It's these people that don't like me that are trying to catch anything they can to report me for.
Well, I'm sorry. That's a label. That's what they're called. So y'all are a bunch of idiots and need to get a fucking life. Seriously. Because, I mean, it's ridiculous. That is so stupid. That is like the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's not the AI system doing it. It's people specifically reporting me. They sit here and watch my shit, just hoping that they catch something to report and get me taken down.
Well, who's to say they ain't going to report somebody saying smexual? They know what we're trying to say. They can report that too.
They can't do nothing about code words.
Bunch of assholes, I'm telling you. It's a bunch of teenagers that ain't got nothing to do but be little shit faces.
Yeah, we love TikTok shop.
TikTok
That's
shop.
always gonna end up being a fucking inside joke.
Unbelievable, dude. I couldn't either. Hunter's voice is like going in and out. I don't know if it's because you're backing up away from the phone and you're being drowned out.
It's probably because my microphone is on the table. Because the microphone is on the bottom of my phone.
Mine is
That's
too. That is so stupid because people set their phones up like that. Why would you put the speakers in the bottom of the phone? That's so dumb.
Yeah, my microphone is on the bottom of my phone. For some reason, you keep hearing the TikTok universe GIF randomly. I know somebody at some point sent one, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, I hear something in the background. It's kind of like when we talk, we're echoing in the background.
I mean, that could be too because of the fact that my phone is turned all the way up. I don't have headphones. I need to have fucking earbuds for this shit, honestly.
Oh, I'm being able to swallow food, but I still feel a little bit of pain.
Because that's where you speak into your phone when you're on the phone, yeah. That makes sense. Thank you. I appreciate all the gifts. Mom, you need to go connect your PayPal to your TikTok account so that on Wednesdays when you get... Because when you're on lives like this and people send you gifts, it converts into real money. It goes into your TikTok balance. And every Wednesday, as long as your PayPal is connected, it'll automatically deposit into your account.
Cool deal. I'm still learning, right? It's me. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't use TikTok. I only come on and put it up to watch videos of my younger children a long time ago. And then I only came on because Hunter and his dad were doing the lives, and I wanted to see what was going on because my dad was just like so proud of like what he was doing. So I'm like, I gotta go see what.
Yeah, like the whole Tampa homeless thing was Dad's idea.
I already knew
that was
that.
his idea.
It probably
the thing is that I don't like, and what I didn't think about at the time is the way he brought it up to me and how he wanted to start it is he wanted to do like this. His words exactly were something about having to do with a reality TV show. That's what he was looking at this for. That's how he wanted to start shit. And then Tampa homeless just kind of turned into what it did when it came down to actually helping people and getting them off the fucking streets. I was doing it for that intention. I think he had other intentions behind it.
I mean, it is a reality, but no, that's completely the wrong way of approaching the issue. like that. It's not something that's entertainment. It's by far entertainment.
If anybody has suggestions for what I should change the account name to, I've got 3 accounts. I've got the original page that's Tampa Homeless. I've got this one that's Tampa Homeless Unite. And then I have Ragebait, whose name I still have to change. And all of y'all need to go flock to so I can go live on that account.
Oi. Flock to.
I'm being serious. That page has been open for over a week, and I still can't go live on it.
I might have to go see. I don't think I realized that you. I mean, I seen 3, but.
If you guys go through my, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Oi.
Of course, my background shit doesn't want to upload. I can never do green screen when I want to do green screen. Yeah, that's a good name.
I was concerned about you putting up a green screen so nobody can tell where you're at.
Yeah, the thing is I'm not worried about that because Dad can't get on anybody's phone. Like, he's lucky if he can get anybody to let him use his phone just to text or call me, much less to get on their fucking phone to use TikTok.
That's funny too, because I said, whoever you are, and you're letting him use your phone, I said you might want to ask him what the problem is he's beating on his child. Let's see if they let him use his shit then. Freaking piece of shit. I can't eat no more.
Yeah, I think it's RageBait843. The name itself that's in the profile, it's like what is it? It's 2 blue butterflies, RageBait, and then 2 blue butterflies. It's a picture of Katie and Talon.
Oh yeah, that's right, because I asked you why in the hell you got a picture of them 2 idiots up on your shit. It was confusing.
Yeah, I said it was. Yeah, I put a picture of them so that their picture is out there. Anytime anybody sees me on that account, they see who the fuck did this shit to my kids.
I posted it up on my page too about some shit about these are, da 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 da, and put their picture up. And it's funny because she tried to change her.
Dad's not here.
Created another one to confuse, but his dumbass still had the same picture in his background on his page. Idiot. I'm glad. They thought they got to jump on us and we got to jump on them.
Yeah. Yeah, the person in that picture on the RageBait account, that is Katie and Talon.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I hurt.
Yeah, because I don't know I don't know what's going on with that page. It has plenty of engagement in order for me to be able to go live, but I don't think it has enough followers yet.
I'm so tired.
Okay, so I'll change the name of the main page to Hunter's Journey, but what about this one and RageBait? What should I change the names to those one? Because the main page, I'm not going to be able to go live on that page until the 9th because somebody got me taken down.
Man, everything's changed now from being out there trying to do things for him to... Because why? Your idiot dad screwed everything up.
Living life one day at a time. That's more of a description than a name. Tampa Homeless Outreach and Tampa Homeless Voice. I kind of want to take the Tampa Homeless thing out of it, though, to be honest. Like, the main page I'll change to Hunter's Journey, but for this one and RageBait, I need one for that. Oh, Hunter's Homeless Journey? That works. No, Logan never showed up.
You're like
Hunter
one
is
voice.
home to, I don't know about that one.
You know that, right? You're like one voice.
What?
You talking me? I said you're one voice for the many.
Yeah. Change it to the struggle's real. Hunter's journey for success. I like that one. Hunter and girls. My solo story. One voice never heard. That one, I like that one.
That's why I said you're one voice for the many. I mean, that's pretty much what you're doing.
Hunter is hunting.
My solo story, I kind of like that one too. I mean, it's changed basically to, being about what's going on with you and how it affects all kinds of.
I need somebody to text these two in particular to me so I don't forget. I need Hunter's journey, and what was that other one? Fuck. The one voice never heard one. That one. I want that one. Oh, there it is. One voice never heard. Somebody send those two specifically to me so I don't forget them.
There's a lot of good ones.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. The Rage Bait page should be focused on your girls because I agree. The title in itself, and what happens.
So for the Rage Bait one, what I'll probably do, because I've seen a lot of them in regards to girls, and I think Hunter and girls or something of that. We need a better name for that one.
How about Daddy's Girls?
That might work. Thank you, Megan. Hunter's Girls Reunited.
I like that too.
I like the reunited part, but it needs to be a little bit more catchy. Hunter's comeback story, I like. Hunter's Blessings, that sounds like a good one. They are my girls, so they are Daddy's girls.
Mm-hmm. And they refer to Hunter as Daddy.
They always have.
And, a lot of people catch backlash. I listened to my mom's mouth about that. And I said, you know what? It doesn't matter because they will learn as they get older. They will be taught and understand it. And it's still not going to change how they refer to Hunter because they're going to be taught that knowledge of understanding. And this is the problem with people. You don't teach your children. You don't inform
That
them
one.
to understand. And that's why things occur.
My Girls, Our Story. Rage Bait's going to be changed to that one.
What is it?
My Girls, Our Story. Rage Bait is going to be changed to that one.
I see it.
So, Megan, if you could send that one too to me, please. And when I get the chance to, I'm going to go on here and change everything.
I also was thinking like
Thank you.
Me, Girls Reunited. I like the Daddy's Girls stuff too, but there's so many good ones.
I've got the three that I want to use, so we're good.
Dad won't stop messaging me. Hold on.
Our Journey Home, that's a good one.
I said I'm on a live with her. He's like, cool.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
It's funny. I messaged Tim. I said, "My dad's coming for you." I hope scare tactic would get him to just leave state altogether. So hopefully he just gets his behind out of Florida because Florida don't want him. And we'll take his ass back to South Carolina. Who's that in the box? I am Hunter's mother. I'm Melissa. Nice to meet you. Really, in all honesty, I don't care what happened to Pops. He can go deal with his own stuff. Like I said, he is a Cleveland brat. He's run the streets and done all kinds of things. He's very resourceful. He don't need Hunter. He wants to try and control Hunter. He don't want to be a parent. He wants to control and abuse is what he wants to do. Somebody to push around. So, hi, Nicole. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just like extremely tired. I think I slept from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and I've been awake since then. It's been kind of funny trying to sleep because, like, my spine hurts sometimes that I can't even shift or move. So my body's trying to still adjust to the medicine, and as the infection minimizes little by little. Yeah, exactly. Hunter got away, left his ass in the wind. I honestly, I don't care what happens to him. He can do just fine on his own. He always has. No, Dad's not a skinhead. He's just an idiot. He's got 20 years of tattoos all over him. So, yeah, right. Leave it at that. He's gone. That's when he needed to be gone. And I had to tell Hunter that, like, you don't understand. People feel like one.
What the fuck did I get restricted for now?
Well, who knows? One, he's just too much attitude, too much controlling, too much mouth, and like a bully. And people were seeing this and making comments. He's just going to bring Hunter down. He's going to ruin everything. And I said the same thing. I told Hunter off the rip, if this was to work with that guy, I said, I guarantee you in time, he's going to tell you, I'll help you and the girls, but he's got to go because it's the same crap Chris said. I don't have a problem helping you and the girls, but I ain't helping your dad with nothing ever again. And it's exactly what he said. Because he's a
Has anyone been able to get a hold of Chris, by the way, and see if he's willing to come up in here and talk?
You know what? I messaged him. He never responded back at all after all that crap happened. I'm like, dude, I don't understand, like, what happened. And, real civilized conversation, but he never said anything to me.
Like, somebody please beg him if you have to come in here and come up in my box.
Meanwhile, said they'll talk to him. Miranda to the rescue. I love her. That's one dedicated chick right there.
I feel so bad. So many people got blocked that shouldn't have gotten blocked, and I didn't realize just how many of my supporters got blocked because of my own paranoia.
Sheila Gunterman wants me to accept my follow requests. I'll look because I've gotten so many of them. Like, I don't know who is who, and I'm not trying to let Katie in.
What are you talking about? What are you going on about, Megan?
Oh, Megan, I see her.
What are you going on about? Where are you at? God damn it.
Right. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Look, I can't. How do you... How do you request people to come up? I was able to do it before. Why can't I do it now? Oh, Megan, you've definitely been very, very, very dedicated. It's just I haven't talked about you to my mom that much for her to know about everything you've done for us. She's had personal interactions with Marlee for a while. It wasn't me doing it. I had somebody specifically that was doing it for me. And what it was is he pops in and out of all of the other side's lives to see who's in there, who's talking shit, who's coming in and out of the door. So if he felt like he's seen your name in any way, shape, or form in the other side, regardless if he knew you were a supporter or not, he was blocking people. So he didn't realize that there are some people that were really just going over there to hear that side for whatever reason, and he didn't know who he was actually blocking.
What the
I had
heck
gotten
just
so
happened with the
many
visibility
complaints.
restriction?
I don't know.
So just to let you know, I have to go out in 15 minutes. I have another visitation with Josh. Since I missed the one yesterday, I'm going to go. It's just for 20 minutes, but I need to see him
Well,
today.
I need to restart the live anyway because I have 2 restrictions, and if I get a third one, I'm going to get banned. So I got to restart this, guys.
Oh my God, people are so pathetic.